Alright, so we have this iPhone 5C here. The screen is connected, but it's not like closed up or anything, so it's just kind of freely open or whatever. It has a problem, and as you can see on the screen, it needs to be restored. We're gonna restore it. Sure, restore and update 10.3.3. I'm assuming this is an 8GB model, maybe? Maybe the 5C didn't even get 10.3.4, I don't know. And now we wait 25 minutes for the thing to download. So, while we have that going, we're gonna work on another iPhone. This one right here says it needs new screen plus home button. It's on 9.3.5. I have a screen here, let's open up this phone. The screw doesn't want to come out. I don't care if this isn't the professional way to do it and you need a suction cup or whatever. I'm prying with the metal tool. Oh, there's not even any shielding for the screen. Alright, well, that makes it more helpful. Now let's put this one on. Last one is connected. Alright, let's see if the whole screen works now. I'm gonna plug it in because it was at 6% when I turned it off, so. Alright, so on the old screen, this top part up here didn't work, so. Alright, it seems to be working. No SIM card, that's fine. Alright. Top screen, top of this. Okay, no. I think this is just a board problem. The screen seems to be still not great. I think this is just a board problem. And the home button still doesn't work. Great. Fantastic. So it seems that iTunes is now extracting the software, so we're gonna let that do its thing. In the meantime, we're gonna put the screen back on the other one. Unplug it, actually. I don't know why I'm doing that when it's plugged in. Alright. I think it might be installing the update or in restoring. Yes, that's a good sign. Snap this screen back on. Yes. Beautiful, perfect. Now let's screw it together. Now we're just waiting on this one to finish restoring. I do think that in the meantime I will try to see if another one works. These ones work. This one has activation problems. This one says works but like low battery or something. Oh no, this is the one that can't activate as well. This one's iCloud locked. Activation problem. Another activation problem. Another activation problem. This one says need screen home button, but it's just the board. I don't know, something's wrong with it. This one is just completely cracked and broken. This one works. It's on iOS 9. It's a pink one. This one also works. It's booted up. This one is the one with the low battery. I think this iPhone is about to be done. Yep, it is done. iPhone. Yeah. Go. Go. Don't be activation locked. That would suck. Success, your iPhone has been unlocked. Yippee! Let's go! Alright, successful. Okay, it's a 16GB 5C on iOS 10 now. Does the home button work? No! Oh my gosh. I need to shut it down and then reboot it so that it goes past the hello and I can actually set it up. There we go, yeah. Okay, it works. Location services disable. Yeah, I don't need it. Go! Yeah, it works. Let's turn the battery percentage on, 12%. Okay, well, I have got this iPhone all set up. However, the home button does not work. So that's a problem. Okay, I think I can now seal up this iPhone. Okay, this screen doesn't want to go in all the way, so whatever. I guess, sure, we'll leave it at this, and we'll move on to the next one. Oh, there we go. Now we can probably just... Alright, so this side of the screen doesn't want to pop in all the way. Well, here are the main working ones. Some of these are on iOS 8, and by some I mean I think just this one. Yeah, this one's on iOS 8. The rest are on some late version of iOS 9. Except for this one, this is like the only one that's on iOS 10. Let's put these away. Alright, now that we have all the complete iPhones out of the way, now we have some shells and logic boards. A pretty wide variety of them. All the ones with the battery have already had their pull tabs ripped off. Can't get the batteries out of these ones. Let's move all the rest of them up here out of frame for the most part. Let's try this one. It just doesn't have a screen, so we're gonna test this. We're just gonna test to see if any of these boot. Okay, so it does. And because there's no battery, it's just gonna cycle the boot over and over and over again. So we're gonna stop that. Unplug the screen, move it up here, and let's try this one. It says it works and it's on Verizon. Do that, and now plug it in. Alright, how long has it been? It's been about like 15 minutes since I plugged it in, and it's not doing anything. No sign of life. Even though there is a battery connected, there's no sign of life whatsoever. So we're just gonna unplug everything, put that back. We're gonna test this one. No power. Still looks pretty clean on the inside, so I'm gonna plug it in. We're also gonna leave that sitting for a few minutes. Okay, this has absolutely no power, so it was correct. Awesome. Next phone. I don't know if I tried this one before on here, but let's see. Boop. Oh, iOS is corrupted. All right, interesting sign. All right, well, this one needs a restore. I think this one said boot loop, right? Yeah. There we go. Plug it in. Pretty sure it's just gonna be another boot loop. The Apple logo is stuck on the screen now. I think it's just kind of stuck. It's not doing anything. It's doing something. We're just gonna let you sit there. Did you just restart? Yes, you did. Okay. Alright, that's enough boot looping for you. Get out. There we go. Alright. I think I've tested all of these, and I'm surprised these two didn't work because they have motherboards in them. I'm not surprised about this one. In fact, this is the one I'm trying to get the battery out of, but I don't know how to because the pull tabs are gone. So that'll have to get figured out somehow. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, give it a like, maybe you can subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, so I didn't really want to make this video because, you know, I wasn't expecting this to happen. A couple days ago, this happened to my MacBook. We just get it here, you know, just open it up, press the power button, let it sit on the Apple logo for a bit. Yep. This is what happens. This is what it boots up to. It no longer actually posts, it just gets to that screen and just fails. Love that. Oh, it's so great. I love it. So why is this happening? What happened to it? Well, a couple days ago I was staying the night at someone's house. Drink spilled. The slightest bit of ice got under the keyboard and just fried the entire thing. So, love that. I've had this laptop for 10 months and it's already dead. Yeah, lovely, huh? So you're probably wondering what I'm gonna be using for editing for now. And that'll be this 2010 iMac. Yep, the iMac that I usually would have in my closet, it's now gonna be editing this video along with a couple other ones. I just thought I would get this quick video out of the way just so you know what's going on. And if you don't follow my Twitter, which you should, you know, see all the updates that have been going on. And I usually never mention this in literally any video, but I also have a Discord server. For those wondering when I'm going to be opening a Discord server, I have one. I've had one for years. I just never advertised it because no one really cared about it, even myself. Just join it. It's in the description or something. It's currently 9:30 in the morning. I woke up 2 hours ago, so I'm not really energetic right now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new. If you enjoy videos of people's tech breaking. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This is the iPhone 5S. Released in September of 2013, this was definitely a big change for Apple. This phone brought a few new features that were pretty significant. The first one being that this is the first 64-bit iPhone and probably the first 64-bit phone ever. The second one was it was the first phone to integrate a fingerprint sensor so that you didn't have to enter your password every time. On the previous iPhones, you had to slide and then enter your password. For the 5S, you just click the button and then boom, you're in. You didn't necessarily have to do the slide to unlock feature, you could just lay your thumb on the fingerprint sensor and you would already be in. Now let's talk software. The iPhone 5S launched with iOS 7 and it can be updated all the way to the latest being iOS 12.5.7, I'm pretty sure, which only stopped getting security updates last year. So technically 9 years of software support is really good. Now let's talk app support. The iPhone 5S with iOS 12 will give you support to some applications that don't really have an updated version, or have a fully updated app where the minimum requirement is iOS 12. As you can see, this 5S is not on iOS 12, but instead iOS 10. I'll probably do a video on how I downgraded it to iOS 10, but for now, this is about the iPhone 5S. Now let's talk cameras. How good is the camera? The camera is actually pretty good. Not to mention it was the first iPhone with slow motion capabilities. Here's an example. No case or screen protector. So the maximum resolution that this thing can actually record is 1080p at 30 FPS. The slow motion camera was 120 frames per second at 720p. Now for the question, can you actually use this phone as a daily driver? And I mean, to be fair, if you're only doing texting and calls, then the 5S is still pretty good, I say. Do I recommend it though? Probably not, due to the fact that the phone is over 10 years old now. Battery life is going to be absolutely atrocious. But I don't know, my opinions could be wrong. Overall, I think the iPhone 5S is actually a really nice upgrade from the iPhone 5, because back in the 2010s, even the slightest of change was still really big for the smartphone. Especially for 64-bit architecture to be added to the iPhone and a fingerprint sensor, that's a pretty big deal. Nowadays, all they add is cameras. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the iPhone 5S is still a pretty good phone today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. So the iPod Touch. Most people knew it as the iPhone without the phone, but honestly, is that really what this idea was for? So when this was announced in September of 2007, it was basically to add a touchscreen interface to the iPod, mainly because the iPod was the best-selling MP3 player in the world. And when people saw the iPhone, they wanted to have that touchscreen experience for people who couldn't even afford one. So thus, in September of 2007, the iPod Touch was born. It wasn't always known as the one for games or the one to replace the iPhone. It was just to add the touchscreen experience to an iPod device. The first two iPod Touch models didn't even have a speaker on it. It had volume buttons, but no speaker. So when the first iPhone was even announced, it was really limited in what you can do. They didn't want you to download any web apps, so you were stuck with the basic apps that they give you on the home screen. And if you think that was limited, this was almost nothing. They didn't even have a camera on this until the 4th generation. When making the iPod Touch, they wanted you to know that it was an iPod. Taking the same aluminum back and slapping it on the back of the iPod Touch, having buttons or switches in the same place, not having a built-in speaker so you would have to plug in headphones. It was clear that this was just trying to be a touchscreen iPod and nothing else. Even the App Store didn't even exist yet, so this couldn't even be used for games. Something that was weird about the iPod Touch was that you had to pay for the software updates. If you had an iPhone, the updates were completely free, but for an iPod Touch, they cost, what, $2 per update? It was $20? You have to pay $20 to update an iPod Touch? I thought it was 2. But 20? I'm pretty sure iPod Touch software updates were paid until iOS 4. Which would absolutely suck, which means you have to pay $20 per each update. I didn't research it far enough, but apparently the software updates decreased in price each year. 2008 it was $20, 2009 it was like $10, and then $5. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe give it a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. So last night, I had the genius idea of putting Windows 10 on this netbook. How does it really run? Well, let's find out. So this is a Gateway netbook from 2010, and it originally ran Windows 7 Starter. I made a video about this before. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this has an Intel Atom processor with 1GB of RAM and a 160GB hard drive. Now let's just see what we can really do with this machine. Clicking on Microsoft Edge, you can see it's already trying so hard to load just one simple application. Ah, beautiful. I think it's still trying to load the main web page. Maybe this is it? I don't know. Alright, Buster, let's try to type in a web page. Alright, seems like YouTube has finally loaded. Oops, whacked the camera a little bit there. Let's see if we can actually look up something. DANKPODS. Now we click the search button and not press enter, because that'll just clear the whole thing. Yes. DankPods. Go. Go. Oh my gosh. Let's watch the Kashi Special 2024. I hope it actually loads. That'd be fantastic. And now the fans are spinning up. I don't want 100% pure New Zealand. Yes. Yes. We need to raise the volume. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. So much for trying to just do the volume controls. The most basic thing you can do in Windows. I just want the f***ing volume control, dude. Oh, video crashed. It's over. Okay, well, YouTube may not work, but what might work? My childhood. I hope this works, but if it doesn't, that would absolutely suck. It's trying so hard to load a Bing search. Okay, we've gotten the Bing search. Let's click on the thing and hope it loads. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. This is my favorite game. My favorite game of all time. Yes, play it. Let's do this. I want to see this so bad. This is actually working a lot smoother than I thought. Ooh, it's doing something. The loading bar is almost there. Alright, this game is not working, so I'm just gonna exit off this whole thing, really.
The next day.
Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I have a feeling that web applications aren't gonna be our best bet. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing something like Paint or WordPad to see if just basic functions of Windows are stable. Just loading the start menu wasn't even that great, so Paint. Okay, there it is. Let's go ahead and open that. Okay, so we have Paint open. Let's see if we can maximize this. Now let's draw something good, okay? Let's try to draw the Windows logo. The old one. Wow, this is gonna look like trash. There we go. What color is this? Okay, well that just completely dragged the mouse pointer of where I did not want it to go. Is this green? I don't know, I can't tell. let's just fill in the logo. And that goes there, this, that there, there we go, the Windows logo. It looks really bad, but we made a Windows logo. So at least that works. Sure, we'll save it. We'll title it Windows. You can't save to this PC, choose another location. Well, why would you put it as the default thing? Now we're gonna do Notepad. See how much we can type. Oh my gosh, even the animations just... Hello, this... Oh my gosh. Is a test. I put Windows 10 on a netbook. It was a big mistake. There we go. The fans are getting louder, by the way. You probably can't hear it, but they are. Alright, we have a USB mouse. Let's plug it in and see if we can actually right-click and make Windows more stable. Oh yeah, I forgot this mouse sucks because the mouse pointer never f***ing works. Setting up a device, game mouse. I could probably still use the right-click feature. Right-click. Taskbar settings, there we go. So I can use the USB mouse for the right-click, just not actually moving around. Settings is taking a while to load. There we go. You need to activate Windows before you can personalize your PC. Alright, right-click, don't show task view button, search, hidden, unpin. Now we go to the start menu. Oh my gosh, there's so much crap. Unpin, 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 unpin. Can we make this smaller? There we go. Okay, it actually comes up a lot. Okay, I wouldn't say a lot faster, but a decent bit faster than when all those tiles were on the start menu. We're gonna unplug this mouse actually because it sucks. Now that we have a somewhat cleaner desktop, I think I'm going to end the video here. If you guys have enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, make sure to leave a like and maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, so I got a package, right? So you guys know how my MacBook had a slight issue? Well, it's time to fix that said issue. Let's open it up. Oh, okay. I mean, that's probably how you open it. Wow, look at that. Thank you for your purchase. Open up, give me the goods. Yes. Okay. We're gonna unscrew this. I'm sorry, I am very out of energy right now. Okay, last screw. There we go. Okay. Unscrew that. Take it out. Now we open the new one. Yes. Go. All the way in. Yes. There we go. I'm gonna put the bottom case on, but I'm not gonna screw it in. Oh, let's go! Yes! Yes! Oh, it feels so good to see that again. United States, continue. Okay, so it seems to be working. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're not gonna transfer it now. We're gonna actually log in. Oh, this is like High Sierra or something. Maybe it's Catalina, I don't know. Express setup, yeah. Sure. Always dark mode. Oh... 10.15.7, that's pretty good. Storage. Oh, yeah. That number has never looked so good. This is good. This is good. I am very happy with how this turned out because now my MacBook works again. Awesome. This is good. This is very good. The iPod Touch 4th generation. probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular iPod Touch models of all time. Released in September of 2010, the iPod Touch 4th generation came with a lot of features that have been improved from the last generation. Compared to the previous generation, the 4th generation added a camera for the first time, and also a white color as well as a retina screen. Now, what was the best part of the iPod Touch 4th generation? Well, I would say the higher quality screen made it so much better, as well as the addition of the cameras. Because with the 4th gen iPod Touch, it added FaceTime for the first time on an iPod Touch. Now I want to test the front-facing camera just to see how it is. Hey guys, this is a video test on the iPod Touch 4th generation. Things have definitely improved a lot since then, and definitely looks a lot better nowadays. And now let's test the rear camera. Okay, now we're trying the rear-facing camera. Here's my iPhone 14 Pro recording this video. I don't know how well this looks. I really need to get a new desk. This iPod Touch model came in 4 storage configurations: 8, 16, 32, and 64. The model I have right here is an 8GB model. The original OS that this thing ran was iOS 4.1, and it could be upgraded all the way to iOS 6.1.6. However, there is an unofficial way to put iOS 7.1.2 on this device. I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'll do a video on that. With each releasing iOS update, more and more features were added to the iPod Touch. Features that used to be exclusive to just the iPhones. Looking at the home screens, they're pretty much identical. The only thing that's different is that the phone icon is the FaceTime icon because it didn't have any cellular connectivity. Unfortunately, this iPod Touch model did not have Siri because it was introduced in 2010 and not 2011. This was also the first iPod Touch model to not be replaced after a singular year, as the iPod Touch 5th generation actually came out 2 years later. And with that, I think we're pretty much done here. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you have enjoyed, give it a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below what your experiences are with this iPod Touch model, or maybe any of the iPod Touch models. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is a deleted version of Minecraft that you can no longer download from the App Store. It was on the App Store from 2011 to 2014, and I just so happen to be one of the lucky people that have downloaded this game while it was still on the App Store. However, you may have noticed that since 2017, all iOS versions since iOS 11 have been full 64-bit, which means that you can no longer download or use 32-bit apps. And that's where this iPhone 4S comes in. Immediately, looking at the title screen, you can tell it is significantly different than the final version of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. We're gonna hit Start Game, we're gonna hit a Creative World. The layout of the controls is actually quite interesting, because the jump button is also infused with the moving buttons. There's actually a world border, as this was before Infinite Worlds were added to Bedrock Edition. Pressing the 3 dots on the bottom of the screen where the toolbar is, you can see there's not a lot of items to choose from, because the live version actually didn't really have many items at all. However, it has a really old gravel texture. Placing the blocks, you can see just how different it is from the current gravel texture. Alright, that's enough for creative. Let's head into survival mode and see what else is different. Straight away, you can see there's a pig jumping around in the water over there. I think this was before the update where pigs dropped meat, so they didn't drop anything. Taking a look at the menu again, as you can see, some blocks actually have an infinity symbol next to them, meaning you can't run out of them. Walking up to these sheep over here, you can tell that this was very different from the current textures of the sheep. And now it is nighttime, and it's time to see the mobs that'll be spawning soon. Going into the tool selection, I grabbed some torches and lit up the nearby area. While I was placing torches, there were some zombies that were coming up to me. It seems that zombies are the only thing that are inside this version of Minecraft. I built up a tower just to watch all the zombies come by. After I got bored of the tower, I jumped down and just saw a big swarm of zombies coming after me. After a while, I saw that the zombies were coming in all different directions, and I had no choice but just let them attack me. And that was Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite, a deleted version of Minecraft that you can no longer play. So this is the iPhone 6, which was released in September 2014, and is now approaching 10 years old. This is also the best sold smartphone of all time, with 222.4 million units. This is the first time they increased the screen size to a pretty reasonable size, with the regular model being a 4.7-inch device, and the Plus model being a 5.5-inch device. This was announced with iOS 8.0 and could be updated all the way to iOS 12.5 5.7, I'm pretty sure it is. And unfortunately, it has not gotten a software update since January of 2023, so it is now obsolete. So what's still usable about the iPhone 6 in the year 2024? Well, this device can still be fully functional for calls, texts, emails, and just sort of basic phone tasks. Social media apps are being phased out for iOS 12 as more and more updates are being brought up and leaving older software behind. Instagram is still fully functional, even the notes feature works. Discord also still completely works. By the way, join the server. Twitter, I don't think actually works anymore. I think it says you have to update it. Yeah. And YouTube still completely works on iOS 12.
It's only on the third bit that the microphone up top comes back to haunt us. My hands were sitting slightly on the upper half of the tablet.
Speaking of bends, remember when the iPhone 6 Plus came out and that very infamous video of the bend test came out? Yeah, well that didn't stop people from buying this phone, and in fact became the most successful iPhone of all time. Though I will say I'm not really a fan of how the antenna bands are. Now what should you do with an iPhone 6 in 2024? If you do just want like a simple phone to just answer text messages or answer calls, answer emails, this one is actually pretty good, because this is the first iPhone to have VoLTE support, which means it'll be supported for years and years to come, even with outdated software. And there you have it. There's my video on the iPhone 6 in 2024. So if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more, give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Sad boy. Things happen to your devices, and things happen that cause them to not really work anymore. This iPhone 5C really has the sads. But this one isn't the main focus of the video. The main focus is this little guy. This is an iPhone 5C that actually runs iOS 7 and has really rare apps. The problem is the battery doesn't charge. If you plug it in, it'll say that it's charging, but you'll leave it plugged in for like over a day and it would still say that it's charging. It wouldn't fully power on. So my solution is to charge up a completely different iPhone 5C, then take the motherboard that's in this 5C and put it in this 5C, so that the battery is already charged and we can explore the phone. Alright, we're at 32%. We're good to go. We're gonna unplug it. Now we're gonna shut it down. Alright, so with this one, it's not even screwed in, so I can just take this little tool and just kind of pry it up. There you go. Boom. Boom, and boom. There we go. Screen is now disconnected. Now we can disconnect all of these little components. I forgot to remove the SIM card tray. That's really important when you're doing a motherboard swap on an iPhone. The motherboard is not even screwed in, so I can just bam, just remove it like that. We're gonna set those aside here. Now we get to unscrewing this one. Unscrew the bottom case. And now we use the same method. There we go. And this one doesn't have any protection for the screen either, so I can just bam, bam, and bam. Although all these screws are in the device still, so we're gonna have to remove those. I'm not gonna put this shielding back on when I'm done with this. Let's disconnect all of the connectors, including the battery. And now we get to the fun part, which is unscrewing. But before we do that, we need to remove the SIM tray from this device too. Boink. Alright, I'm pretty sure that is all the screws that I need to take out. We gotta use this because these little golden connector things are really annoying to deal with. There we go. And now we do the same with this one. And yeah, there's also a connector on the other side. Boink. Alright, there we go. iOS 7 board. There we go. So this should work. Let's put this screen. This is just a test. This is just a test. Alright guys, moment of truth. Yes! Alright. Yes! Okay, let's test if it charges. It's plugged in, it's charging. We're gonna unplug it, we're gonna shut it down, we're gonna explore it in a little bit. Okay, now it's fully off. Disconnect, disconnect, and disconnect. Now we're gonna screw it in. Now we screw it together. Alright, cool. Now that that's in, we can put the screen back on. Put the screen in. Now we can put the SIM card slot back in and power it back on. And we plug it back in. But yeah guys, this is a fully working iPhone 5C on iOS 7. Look at these applications, alright? We got Flappy Bird, we got an old version of Instagram, oops. Going into the app switcher, you can see what was last used. Look at this, Flappy Bird and Vine, that's crazy. Look at that old Google Maps. Let's play some Flappy Bird to end this video off. Oh, that's a very mature username. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more, make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, what's going on guys? Today we're going over the iPhone 7, which was released in 2016. We're going to be going over the goods, the bads, and if you can still even use this device in 2024. Let's start with the good stuff. So the iPhone 7 is sleek, lightweight, feels great in the hand. The 4.7-inch Retina display holds up pretty well. With a resolution of 1334 by 750, this display will be sharp and vibrant for most users. The 12-megapixel rear camera is still pretty decent. It has an f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization, so it'll still be a pretty decent camera even in low light. Performance-wise, the A10 Fusion was pretty top-notch at the time, and it can still handle most apps and games with no problem. Though of course you have to have it supported by iOS 15, as that is the latest iOS that this device can support. This was also the first iPhone to introduce the stereo speaker system, and I think that's a perfect segue to get to the downsides. The removal of the headphone jack was a pretty big deal. You either used a pair of wireless earbuds or you would have to use the lightning adapter, which wasn't really ideal to everybody. Battery life was also a pretty big issue with this device. It was only a 1960 mAh battery, meaning you might need a charger during your day. And then there's software support. This iPhone hasn't gotten a software update since iOS 15 and hasn't gotten the last 2 updates, which is about to be 3 in the latest WWDC coming in a few days. So, can you still use the iPhone 7 today? I mean, if you're a light user as like calls, text messages, emails, and stuff like that, then yeah, you're pretty good to go. But if you're into heavy gaming, video editing, or any other hard task for it to do, it probably won't keep up well. For photography, the iPhone 7 camera is okay, though it won't keep up with the iPhones that have night mode. Accessories are a mixed bag. You can still find cases and screen protectors for this phone, as it's the same size as the iPhone SE 2 and 3. Genuine accessories such as batteries or lightning adapters may not be as easy to find, or it could be a lot pricier. In conclusion, the iPhone 7 is still a solid option if you don't want the latest features or don't need them. It's a small and functional phone, especially if you want a smaller device. But for the top performance and latest features, I think a newer model will be better for you. But what do you think? Is the iPhone 7 still usable in 2024? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. What's up guys? So say you have a really old iPhone, like iPhone 3, 4, 5 era, and you want to downgrade it. Maybe the latest version of iOS is too slow and you want to go back to a version that was actually stable on your system. Well, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to downgrade one of these devices to a very stable version of iOS. To do this, you will be needing a Mac or a Linux machine. So if you have one of these, then you're good to go. Now that we have our MacBook, we need to download this thing called Legacy iOS Kit. Now, Legacy iOS Kit is going to be the thing that we're going to be using for the downgrade process, right? So as you can see, there's Linux, Mac OS. There is a Windows tab, but it literally says users should use Mac OS or Linux instead. For the downgrade to go to like really old versions, it'll have to use this thing called Powder Snow, and basically it ranges from iOS 4 to iOS 9 point something. Here's all the features of this program. Like, there's a lot. Target version, here you go. Here's like the main versions people like downgrade to. And yeah, you can basically downgrade an iPhone 3G and 3GS to like their original versions, which is really cool as well. So for macOS, you can download either one of these. If you're under macOS Big Sur, then you're gonna want to install Mac ports instead of Homebrew, and then the installation process is pretty straightforward. Once you have Legacy iOS Kit installed, you can now plug in your iPhone to your Mac. There we go. Now that the iPhone is plugged into your Mac, you can now drag restore.sh into the terminal. It'll do an update sometimes, so yeah, I guess we'll have to update that. Okay, gotta run it again. There we go, okay. So now we have 7 options: restore, jailbreak, save SHSH blobs, app management, data management, other utilities, and exit. So if we choose restore and downgrade, here we go. We have Powder Snow, which is literally any iOS version. We have the latest, which is 7.1.2, other, which is a custom IPSW, other, which is SHSH blobs, other tethered, DFU IPSW, IPSW downloader, and go back. So the iPhone 4 CDMA can only go down to 5.0 and none of the iOS 4 versions. So we're gonna have to choose iOS 5 through iOS 7. So let's do a classic. Let's do 6.0. It's nice classic version. Okay, now that we have the file for iOS 6, we're gonna go back. We're gonna press 1. We're gonna select our target IPSW, iOS 6. We're gonna select our base IPSW, gonna be the 7.11.2, which you'll also have to download. Forgot to mention that. And now we're going to start restore. Sure jailbroken, sure custom IPSW, no verbose boot. Now it asks us if our home button and power button are working correctly. I'm gonna type in Y for yes. We're gonna put it in recovery mode. There we go. Alright, and we're gonna put it into DFU mode, so we're gonna do this. There we go. Alright, perfect. Now we have 2 options of how we want to do this, iPonder 32 and iPonder Lite. We're gonna do Lite because that's like probably the most stable one that I've noticed, so yeah. Alright, now look at that. It's now restoring on iOS 6.0. And it is done! Now it's doing everything on its own. It's going to finish it up and then we'll be able to set it up. Oh, a little bit laggy, but oh well. Alright, so we seem to be doing pretty good. Alright, we're gonna disable that. That's fine. Alright, set up his new iPhone. Yeah, we're gonna skip Apple ID, agree, don't send, and let's go. And there we go. iOS 6 is now running on this iPhone 4. That's pretty much it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Some tech companies genuinely just piss me off. So if and when you're gonna sell something, the first thing you want to do is, sign out of everything and then wipe it. But if you don't, what Apple likes to do is pull a giant F you and put this activation log on your device. Now I get it, if the device is lost or stolen, then it makes sense. But devices that are not marked as lost or stolen and have been deactivated for years and years and years, it gets annoying. This is an iPhone 5S. This device is over 10 years old now. In fact, it's nearing 11. You would think that devices would have a set timer of how long they're locked for after they have been reset or locked. It's not only about how much it's been locked for, but also what the details of the last person is. They either give you like the first initial followed by what service they use, or they give you absolutely nothing at all. It's so dumb because these devices are over a decade old and they're still locked up. Pressing activation lock help doesn't actually help either. If you were given this device or purchased it secondhand, you will need to contact the original owner and have them remove it from their account. Okay, but like, give me the details so that I can do that! If you want me to unlock it so badly, at least give the details of the person that it used to belong to. Activation lock is genuinely like the biggest joke in the Apple community. It is genuinely so stupid how much e-waste comes from activation lock devices. What if I enter in something stupid? Oh, it just restarts the phone. Awesome. What if I put a random email on here too? Okay, it just gives me an error. What's up guys, welcome to another table. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Instead of being at the usual small setup, we're going to be at this little table here. Which might be even worse, but oh well. As you can tell, we're looking at the iMac G4 today. Now we get a keyboard and a mouse. Alright, now that we have the keyboard and mouse plugged in, let's turn it on. Beautiful. Alright, so it says, this computer's clock is set to a date before March 24, 2001. This may cause some applications to behave erratically. It might be because the PRAM battery is absolutely dead because this computer is 22 years old. So let's just go on about this Mac and see what's going on. So we have 800 MHz PowerPC G4, we have 1GB of RAM, let's see what else is here. Power Mac 4,5. I'm assuming that is the second iMac G4 model, because the first one that was introduced only had 15 inches. This is the 17-inch model. It was also released in 2002. This does not have an airport card, so we cannot get this on the internet, unfortunately. But I did find that there are some goodies on this computer. Adobe Acrobat Reader 5.0. Oh wow. Created in 2002, modified 08. Okay. Last open 2010. I think the goodies are actually on this one over here. Yes. We're gonna open up iMovie and it's gonna be fantastic. Watch this. Let's turn the volume up.
What are you guys up to? Thinking about climbing this here tree. You got a thing drilled into it with which one can climb.
Oh.
Where are you trying to get to?
Look at that iBook! Alright, I'm not going through personal crap. Pretty sure the date and time is set to like 1969, so we're gonna have to fix that. Oh yeah, it is not December 31st, 1969. No, not 2037. There we go. It's like a second off, it's fine. Oh yeah, this has like a full music library. Look at this. Look at all of this music. It is absolutely insane. 2,113 items. I would play literally any of these if I didn't care about copyright, but I care about copyright, so wait a minute. Some of these songs were last played 2020. Yeah, look at this, December 14th, 2020 at 4:42 a.m. What is track 1?
Hi, this is Dean Graziosi, and welcome to Think a Little Different, the real estate program that could transform your entire life forever.
I think I'm good. There's songs with just random dates on it. March 8th, 09, January 17th, 09, March 25th, January 17th, March 1st, 2009. Oh, there's AC/DC on here? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's Alice in Chains. Rooster, hell yeah. Dang. Nirvana absolutely smells like Teen Spirit. Hell yeah, 116 plays. The Police. Roxanne, yes. These are such good songs. These are such good songs. The Beatles? Oh no. Where's Yellow Submarine at? Is that at the bottom of the list? Name? Alright, scroll down to the bottom. Yellow Submarine, there it is. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, something about the disk drive. It opens, you can put stuff in it, but it won't do anything. Alright, so I have a really, really dirty copy of iWork here. Open up the disk drive. Gonna plop it in. I know what you're gonna say in the comments. You're gonna say, oh, well, the disk is way too new for it to even, like, do something. It's gonna say it's not supported. If it even says that, that is something for the disk drive, you know? Because that just tells me it works. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, I just spat it out by itself. It's like, nah, I don't want to read this. Read it. Go. Go. It doesn't want to. Here's something that might work. Something for an iPod. iPod plus iTunes. Put that in there. See if it works. No, it just spits it out. Well guys, that was a look at the iMac G4. I haven't really done like a deep dive into it. The most I did was like show it off briefly in another video. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Smaznug. Yes, I also injured myself. Now you can call me more like Dank Pods. So this little doohickey is the Samsung Galaxy S5, which was released in April 2014, making it now 10 years old. I really wanted this phone when I was younger, but I didn't get one because I was in elementary school. Now I know kids nowadays have iPhone 15 Pro Maxes at 5 years old, but in 2014 when I was 9 I had an iPod Touch, and boom, this is it right here. Now this device is pretty special because it was the last one to have the classic like Samsung Galaxy design with a frame like this and a removable back like that. And you can replace the battery, put more storage in it, you can put a SIM card in it. Now one thing Samsung phones are notorious for is implementing all sorts of bloatware and stuff onto it. As you can see, all these Verizon apps, because this is a Verizon phone. At least there were like some apps that people still used, like Kindle. People did use their phones as a little reader, and it is an OLED screen, so the blacks are actually black. I wonder, does YouTube still work on this device? Oh yes, it does. Let's try to watch something. This one. 480p, turn that up, make it 1080. Oh, I don't think it likes 1080. Oh, never mind. Oh, it handles it just fine. One complaint I do have about the Galaxy S5 is that the speaker is on the back, whereas something like the Galaxy S7, it's on the bottom. So I bought this phone off of Amazon like 2 years ago for video and as like a collector's piece, but the more I used it, the more I realized, wow, this thing is really, really slow nowadays. It also gets really hot easily, which is pretty bad. I'm not really sure what I did to it, but it got really hot. For those of you that want to know the version of Android, let's go into settings, let's go to about this phone. Android version 6.0.1, we could just tap it over and over again. We get Marshmallow. You have to hold down to get to the secret Flappy Bird game. One. No. Alright, let's just check out the camera. This is my recording space. You have my iPhone 14 Pro recording this video right now. Here's my junk PC that still somehow works. Over here we have my cat. Oh, blurry. Here's my cat. Yes. And here's video on the front-facing camera. It's very spaced out, I've noticed. That's pretty good, I guess, if you want to get more people inside your shot. Alright, I think I've talked about all I could talk about with this device. I'm pretty sure a lot of apps still work on the Play Store because I'm pretty sure apps still support like Android 4, which is like over a decade old. That's pretty surprising. If you guys have enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Another smaznug. So this, my friends, is the Samsung Galaxy S7, which was released sometime in 2016. The same year as the infamous Galaxy Note 7. But because this is not the Note 7, this is a safer version. I can actually hold this with no problems at all. So the Galaxy S7 was basically what the Galaxy S6 was supposed to be, with upgradable storage and water resistance. And you know, every Galaxy has to have a different UI. Although I must say, the one for the S7 looks so much cleaner than the S5, and the one for the S7 actually had a gesture base where you could swipe up for the apps instead of having to click on the button. I don't know if it's just this phone, but there's not as much bloatware as the S5. Oh, never mind. It's all in just different folders. I really do like the design of the S7, it's just so beautiful. The curved glass edges, although it may not be very good durability wise, design wise it is actually really pretty. Let's see what version of Android this one is running. Android version 8. I actually have no idea what this is. What is this? I actually have no idea what this is. Alright, you know the drill. We have to watch a YouTube video on it, just to test, you know? Let's watch one of my videos for once. Turn that volume up and change the quality to 1080p 60. This is my main editing machine. This is how you're seeing this video right now. Isn't that neat? Some older Macs you can, some others not really. I don't know if it's just the speaker or if it's because it's not on full volume. Okay, it just wasn't on full volume. I'm sure this phone will still work completely fine if you want to hook it up with a SIM card. As for the Play Store, anything will completely work because there's stuff still on Android 4 that still gets support. In fact, let me just check that. I have my Note 9 here. Yeah, so Discord is Android 7 and up. Twitter is Android 8 and up. Unfortunately, Reddit is Android 9 and up, and Instagram is Android 9 and up. So most social media will kind of work on here. I don't know if Android has an option for you to download older versions directly from the Play Store, that is. I know you can like custom ROM of old app on here, but like I don't know how that works, so if you guys know in the comments, let me know. And you know the drill, we gotta test the camera, because why not? Alright, here's a video on the Galaxy S7. This is the rear-facing camera. I'm not sure what the quality is. Here's an iPhone 6 recording this video. And here's my junk PC. And here's video on the front-facing camera. It looks pretty decent. I don't have anything else to really say about it other than it looks kind of clear, at least from what I'm looking at. I should also mention that this is one of the last Samsung phones to have micro USB, because the phone that came a little bit after it, the Note 7, was the first phone with USB-C, and that was kind of a big game changer because USB-C is like everywhere now. And that's all I have to say about the Galaxy S7. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Old iPhones. So this is the first iPhone I've ever collected back in December of 2014. This is the iPhone 3GS. This used to be my grandfather's. It was used as like a music player after he upgraded to like the iPhone 5, so it was just kind of sitting in a drawer for a few years until I picked it up. So the iPhone 3GS came out in June of 2009 and it got support from iOS 3 to iOS 6. And it actually still performs really well on its latest version. Performance-wise, it is so much better than the previous two generations. And while it kept the design of the iPhone 3G, the internals were upgraded a ton. Faster processor, more RAM, better camera, and those speed boosts were enough to give this thing life until iOS 6.1.6. Now what's supported on iOS 6? Well, not much really. Since last year, the iTunes Store and App Store have been shut down for devices under iOS 7. So connectivity wise, there's not going to be a lot you can do. And if you do have older apps on here, make sure they can run, because when I try to launch apps, it just crashes. I'm sure you can jailbreak it and put life back into these devices, but I'm not really sure what the tweaks are for that to happen. I don't know how to make the App Store and iTunes Store work again, if that's even a possible tweak. iMessage and your mail app still does completely work. It'll still update all your mail and messages. Functionality wise, everything else is still completely broken. Weather app, broken. Maps app, broken. Let's do some light web browsing, see what's going on. Let's try to load websites. Your browser's outdated. Yeah, just load. Oh my gosh, is this actually gonna work? Oh my gosh, there I am. Wow, it's really trying to load that, huh? Let's try to watch this. Huh, seems like it's actually loading the video. Oh, it is. Look at that, it's actually playing the YouTube video. Wow, okay, so YouTube on the browser actually worked. I was not expecting that to happen. Now let's talk about cellular connectivity. Because 3G networking has been gone from the US since 2021 or 2022, there is absolutely no way for this to get service. So you're pretty much out of luck. Unless you're in some other country and 3G still works completely fine, then this device is going to be completely offline. Though I will say, at the end of the day, this device should only be like a collector's item because these things are so old now. And with that, I think we're done here. So if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. So I just went to Dave & Buster's today, and I picked up these two things from the gift shop. This one was 1,500 tokens, and this one was 350 tokens. Are they actually any good? Here I have a Galaxy Note 9, and yes, it has a headphone jack. So we're gonna start off with the one that was 350 tokens. Give it up. Come on. There we go. Wow. Oh, the wire's already... Ooh. Ooh, there's like a zip tie or something on it. Well, not a zip tie, but like one of those like twist ones. Are they even labeled left or right? They're not. They're not even labeled left or right. You just have to guess. Now we're gonna plug this in here. Let's test how they sound. Can I just say, I absolutely hate earbuds that look like this and that have the little like rubber tip on them. I know it's supposed to be like a way for you to have it fit better in your ear, but let's watch one of my own videos, because why not? Oh my gosh, they sound like ass. They actually sound so bad. The design of the iPhone 3G, the internals were upgraded a ton. Faster processor, more RAM, better camera. Maybe it goes in the other ear. No, even in the other ear, these sound so bad. Oh my gosh, these are actually terrible. These are actually super bad. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pause this. Let's just, you know, put these back in here. Yeah, yeah. Alright, hopefully these ones sound better. Hopefully. Gaming earbuds with boom mic features. Dynamic stereo sound, bass boosting sound, lightweight design, detachable boom mic. Oh, we have to talk into that, clearly. Flexible in-ear hook, inline volume control, contents gaming earbuds, detachable boom mic, PC adapter. For use with Xbox One, PS4, PC. Ah, yes. Cancer. Great. Oh my, okay. Finally. Oh. There's bits, and there's an adapter, and here is the buds itself. Alright, let's get that mic out. Oh my gosh, okay. That's loud. Oh my gosh, this is really stuck in the plastic. I just realized this is packaged so that the microphone cable is already breaking out the box. Alright, let's test this out. Which one does it connect to? Oh, this one right here. Let's plug this one in. Alright, well, let's do a sound test on this one now. Oh look, and even this one has an L and R for left and right. Wow. Oh wow. Oh, this sounds so much better. Oh, that sounds so much better. Oh my gosh, these actually sound good.
And if you do have older apps on here, make sure they can run, because when I try to launch apps, it just crashes. I'm sure you can jailbreak it and put life back into these devices.
Alright, I don't know what the voice recording app is on Android, so we're gonna switch these over to the iPhone 6 and go to voice memos and see what we can hear. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking into the mic right now. I don't know how this sounds, so let's play it back. These headphones right here are actually so much better. They're actually clear. You can hear stuff through it. I don't know if the mic is decent, but I'll have to check that in editing. They even give you a little adapter to switch it to your PC. So yeah, these headphones are actually really nice. I mean, the design is kind of crap, but other than that, the sound quality is pretty good. These ones just sound like ass. These ones just sound like complete ass. And that's about it for this video. I'm actually gonna carefully put these headphones back in their box. There we go. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Today, and really a few days ago, I've lost a computer that was pretty important to me. This is the early 2011 15-inch MacBook Pro. As you can see, it doesn't want to lay flat on the desk. And the reason for that is both the hard drive and battery have been removed. Move this aside. Now with all the screws removed, we can just pop off the back like that. Wow, okay. Now as you can see, this entire computer is missing the battery and the hard drive. Now, there was a battery in here a few days ago. I was gonna make another video on this computer, seeing if I can try to revive it, because the motherboard had fried itself like a year ago, because, you know, it probably got too hot to where the Intel graphics, as well as the AMD graphics, fried. I was going to make a video on if I can revive this thing somehow, but when I went to open up the computer, I couldn't click the trackpad down, which made me think one of two things. Either that there was some dirt inside the mechanism, or the battery was expanding. It was the battery that was expanding inside the computer. Now it's unfortunate because, I mean, you know, if you leave a battery sitting inactive for too long, it will start to do this. But yeah, the battery has unfortunately expanded, and it's sad because you want to know what happens if I plug in the computer. With the battery in, when I plugged in the computer, the fans would spin up and the power light would turn on, but you know, nothing else would happen because the motherboard was mainly fried. Now if I plug in AC power, literally nothing happens. We have the MagSafe connector. Yes, it's very dirty. Connecting it up to the computer, you see the green light. Let's press the power button, and nothing. You can see the power is connected. Pressing on the button, absolutely nothing is happening. Maybe in the future, when I'm actually fully skilled in repairing things, I will do a motherboard swap of a 2012 15-inch MacBook Pro and put it in here, so that this computer lives on. And yeah, that's the unfortunate situation of this 2011 MacBook Pro. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, well, not like this, but more videos in general, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, so I'm doing another video on the Legacy iOS Kit program because maybe some people were either confused or when they try to do something it'll brick their device, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. So in this video I'm going to be going through every 32-bit iOS device and seeing if it'll work. According to this comment right here, this person tried to downgrade a 3GS to both iOS 3.1.3 and iOS 4.1, and both times the device was bricked. They then wanted me to do a mini-series about downgrading every 32-bit iOS device, but I thought of putting it into one video so that'd be easier, and I thought of putting little markers in the video just so you could make sure that you're getting to your specific iOS device. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first off, we're starting with the iPhone 3G. Now, I don't have an iPhone 2G, but the 3G is basically the same exact thing as the 2G. It has the same internals, so we're gonna start with the iPhone 3G. So, here we have iPhone 3G, iPhone 1,2 in recovery mode, restore, downgrade, other utilities, exit. Now, it's supposed to have other options, but because it's in recovery mode, we can't do that. So we're gonna do restore/downgrade, and it's actually giving us a few options: 4.1, 3.1.3, and the latest, which is 4.2.1. Now, I would do other custom IPSW, but that completely bricks the entire phone, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna do one of the options that they give us, which is we're gonna do 3.1.3. Let's do that, and we're gonna download the target IPSW because it gives us the option to. So we're just gonna do that. Alright, now that we have it downloaded, I'm pretty sure we can just, I think we can just start it. Jailbroken on restore, you know what, sure, why not? Activated on restore, heck yeah. Custom IPSW, yes. Get ready to enter DFU mode, alright, let's do it. That failed. Nope. We're gonna have to do this again. Don't time out, please. Please don't time out. Am I gonna get it in the nick of time? Yes! Yes! I got it in the nick of time. Let's go. Alright, so it seems like the restoring process has finished. I think it's just finishing up. There we go. As you can see, we are here. There we go, 3.1.3. So we have successfully downgraded this iPhone 3G to iOS 3.1.3. Alright guys, it's now time for the iPhone 3GS. This is running iOS 6.1.6, and we're going to be downgrading it. As you can see, this 3GS is a new boot model manufactured week 19, 2011. iOS version 6.1.6. That probably means we're not going to be able to downgrade it to iOS 3 or maybe even iOS 4. We're just going to do restore downgrade either way. Here we have a few options: iOS 5.1, 4.3.3, 4.1, and 3.1.3. Those are our options right now. I want to say because this was manufactured sometime in 2011, it's probably gonna be late iOS 4. Okay, so the comment said they tried both 3.1.3 and 4.1. So we're gonna try both 3.1.3 and 4.1. If 3.1.3 works, then we'll just stick with that. If it doesn't, then we're gonna do 4.1. So let's do 3.1.3. We are going to download the target IPSW. Now I think we can just start. So we're gonna press 3. Sure, we'll do that. Verbose boot, nah, I don't want to do that. Okay, now it says it needs the device to be in recovery mode. Yes, put it in recovery mode. Okay. Yes, I know how to do that. Now we're gonna go. I hope it doesn't do the same thing the 3G did. Okay, we actually have an option. Let's do the first one. Oh shit. I forgot to read something. We're doing this. Enter. We're gonna restore downgrade again. And now we're gonna try 4.1. Because that might actually work for us. Maybe. Let's just start the restore. Jailbroken, sure. Activated, sure. Custom IPSW, sure. Let's do the first one. Let's go. Would you look at that? iOS 4.1 actually worked. This took way too long. Oh my gosh, I gotta let some things charge, specifically this camera. Alright guys, now it is time for the iPhone 4. We drag the file, press enter. There it is. Alright. Now, with Restore Downgrade, for the iPhone 4, we can go to literally any iOS version we want, as long as it's iOS 5.0 and over, specifically for the CDMA version. The GSM version I don't have, that's like fully working. The one that I do have is iCloud Lock, which is stupid, but it sucks, but whatever. The CDMA models can only go down to iOS 5.0, and that's it. We are gonna go to iOS 5, so let's go to Powder Snow, any iOS, and we have to select a base IPSW. We do have a base IPSW downloaded, so we are gonna go ahead and select that. Base IPSW iOS 7.1.2. Now we're gonna go to Firefox and we're gonna choose an iOS 5 version. Let's do 5.0.1. That'll be a good version. Alright, now that we have iOS 5.0.1 downloaded, we're gonna select our target IPSW. Alright, now we're gonna start the restore. Jailbroken, sure. Custom oh sh. I put you. That's gonna suck. Okay, whatever. Alright, now it's asking us if our buttons work properly. We're gonna put Y for yes. Yes, our buttons do work. And yes, we shall put the device in recovery mode. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna press Y to go into DFU mode. Repeat the steps we've been doing for like the whole time. Alright, now we're gonna do the first option again. Boop. And there it is. The easiest downgrade, or one of the easiest downgrades you can do with this program. The iPhone 4 is such a gem for this program. Can't activate it? No problem. Just connect it to iTunes. There we go. Agree to the terms and conditions. Agree. Don't send. And now we are done. Honestly, the easiest downgrade you can do is with the iPhone 4. And now, we're on to the iPhone 4S. Alright, for the iPhone 4S, it's gonna be kind of different, because in order to downgrade this, we're gonna have to jailbreak it. So we're gonna have to go to 2 to jailbreak the device. Okay, never mind. So for the 4S, we're gonna have to actually plug it into my main computer and jailbreak it from there. Yeah, so for the iPhone 4S, you're gonna have to jailbreak it. As well as literally any other device on iOS 9, you're gonna have to jailbreak it. Now the jailbreak program will ask you for an Apple ID. Just enter your Apple ID and the password, and then just click OK. And once the jailbreak has continued, it will install the Phoenix app on your home screen, as well as the profile that it belongs to. There it is. Oh, that's my email. Go ahead and trust the app. Go ahead and click on it. Prepare for jailbreak. Accept. No one wants the mixtape. Begin installation. Use provided. It may crash sometimes, but that's okay. Alright, now that the phone is restarted, we're gonna go ahead and just try again. Prepare for jailbreak, accept. No one wants the mixtape, just proceed. Begin installation. Use provided. There we go. Alright, now that it's installed, we have our jailbreak. We're gonna go ahead and go on Cydia. Let's run the script one more time on the MacBook. Boop. Alright, restore, downgrade, boop. Alright, 6.1.3, boop. Alright, let's download the target IPSW. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna press 3 for start restore. Huh. Jailbroken or restore? Sure, why not? Custom IPSW? Sure, why not? Okay, it says now, follow the instructions. Install OpenSSH and core utilities in Cydia or Zebra. So we're gonna go to Cydia. We're gonna install OpenSSH. Install. Confirm. Alright, now we need to download core utilities. Return to Cydia. Alright, now that we have OpenSSH and core utilities, I think it's called, installed, now we're gonna press enter. Alright, enter the password of your device, which is usually just Alpine. Okay. Alright, there we go. Boop, boop. There we go. And there we go. The 4S is finally done. Okay, this took way too long. Way too long. But we're finally here at the setup screen. Disable location services, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Set up his new iPhone, skip Apple ID, don't send, and now here we go. That took way too damn long. But we finally got an iOS 6 on the iPhone 4S. And now we are on to the iPhone 5. Last but not least, the last 32-bit iPhone. Let's plug in the very safe lightning cable into the MacBook. Alright, let's drag the restore.sh thing there. Okay, now let's do restore downgrade. 8.4.1, yes. Let's download the target IPSW. Now let's do start restore. Jailbroken on restore, yes. Custom IPSW, yes. There we go. Alright, now it's asking us if both my home and power buttons are working properly. Yes, they are. And yes, send the device to recovery mode. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Huh, that's weird. Okay. Failed to enter PwnDFU mode. Well, why don't I just do it like this? I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know what else to do with this. I tried, but it didn't work. So, I can't use Legacy iOS Kit to downgrade it to iOS 8. Either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Whoa, I'm finally back. It's been like over 2 weeks. So in that span of 2 weeks, I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is really cool. I did a stream for it, but I don't think literally any of you like watched it or like tuned into it. I started streaming on Twitch, which is on the screen right now if you ever want to check that out. By the way, I'm so close to Twitch affiliate. If any of you see this and I'm streaming on Twitch, make sure you watch because I'm super close. The main reason why I haven't like actually uploaded anything here is because I haven't had any ideas. I kind of been burnt out of things to post. I've mainly been making content for Twitch, kind of been wanting to get into streaming and everything. Plus I applied for MCC Rising with these goobers, so yeah, that's kind of where I've been for the past 2 weeks. I'm sorry. One question though, why do you have a furry profile picture? Are you one? Yes, I've actually been in the furry fandom for over 4 years. No, the f***ing gay people got you. Just from that zesty laugh, I can tell you're a furry. Okay, I see who is bottom. What is that supposed to mean? Who? You. F*** you. If I wore the maid outfit and I got Twitch affiliate, do you think I'd get Twitch subs for having the maid outfit on? Yeah. Why is this one easier?
Don't say that. Don't say that word.
Sorry.
Wow.
I stand corrected. This video was filmed on an iPhone 5, so if you're gonna blame someone for the terrible quality, blame this person. So we all know how the iPhone 4 series is kind of like the symbol of my channel. It's basically the only iPhone I really enjoy opening up. It's also the easiest iPhone to open up. Swipe up the back panel, take it off, boom. You're inside already, you can change out the battery, you can repair what you need to, and boom, you're pretty much done. These phones are so easy to open and so easily customizable that it's basically considered like my favorite iPhone design ever, minus the iPhone 5, which is currently recording this video right now. I do have a silver iPhone 5, so that does make me happy. I think what really interests me about the iPhone 4 is mainly because when smartphones were really starting to take off, this was still kind of a new idea. 2010, the iPhone has only been out for 3 years at that point. It already had this beautiful design on both the back and the front. Not only that, but if you wanted to swap out certain parts of the iPhone, you can just unscrew the device, slide up the back panel, and boom, you could put a custom panel on one of these phones. Now there is another iPhone design that I think is really cool, and that being the iPhone 8 Plus. Wow, glass on the back and the front again. Wow, totally not kind of same inspired by the iPhone 4 series. Whoa. The iPhone 8 Plus, design-wise, is actually super clean. It looks really nice. I know it has a giant, bulky red case on it, but it's still a really smooth device on iOS 16. I know it's not getting iOS 17 or 18, but with 3GB of RAM running iOS 16, it's still super smooth, and still getting security updates to this day. I will say I really like the curved edges rather than the really blocky design that all the newer iPhones have. The iPhone 6s isn't that hard to open, you know? I mean, it's just a few screws. You have to maybe put a suction cup on it, pull on it, you know? And with that, that is my entire video shot on the iPhone 5. If you guys have enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Smartphones. We pretty much all have them. Another thing we also have are streaming services. But sometimes streaming services get in the way of what you want to do. Maybe there's too many ads, or maybe there's something you don't want to listen to. It recommends you something that you just don't care about. Not to mention, if you're listening to something on your phone, you're gonna get interrupted by calls and stuff. And what if you just want time to yourself? Just relax, listen to music, and just have a good time. Well, that's where these doohickeys come in.
the iPods. No one can interrupt your music when you're listening to one of these. You are absolutely isolated from everything else but your music. Now both of these do work. This one kind of has a sad drive and doesn't really do much. And this one, I don't know, it's just kind of bulky. I don't really want such a big iPod. Which is why I got a Nano. I can't find my scissors. Oh well. Ripping open. Let me in. Oh, I feel a 30-pin cable in here. Is there a 30-pin cable in here? Oh my gosh. Wow, it does come with the 30-pin cable. Hell yeah. Let me see that iPod. Ooh, look at that. Product read 8 GB. Okay, let's plug the Nano in. Yes. It's a good start. This is a good start. Whoa, there's a bunch of music on it. Songs, how much music is on here? Whoa, wow. So many songs. Wow, this thing is packed. Wow, 1,198 songs. What? That's actually so cool. Give me the games. Oh, it thinks it's 2009. It's not 2009. Give me the games. I don't know what any of these are. iQuiz, Apple 2007, new game. I don't know any of these. $10 per question. Oh man, I got it wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. This is actually so cool. Let's listen to a song. We got some genuine Apple headphones here. Headphone jack down here. Alright, let's choose a song. Please tell me Buddy Holly is on here. If not, I'll take Billie Jean from Michael Jackson. It is not on here. Okay, I'll take Billie Jean now. There's Boom Boom Pow. Yeah, we're listening to that actually. Okay. It works, and it works flawlessly. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. It's packed full of music. This is great. Welcome to the iPod family. You are now gonna be my most used iPod. Welcome to the collection. So thank you all for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
You know, nothing makes me thirsty like messing with electronics. This I do all the time. Like I'll be gaming, capital G gaming, on this thing with my gamer mouse. Jeez, how do you expect me to capital G gamer when WASD is all in the center of the computer?
Whoa! Detachable plates!
And then you can move it to the left. Well, you have to have it centered with the keyboard, which little underwhelming.
That's actually that's sick. I like this.
What's super cool is that the software you use to configure all of this, like in real time, it updates when you move all of this around. So what do you say we disassemble this thing?
Yeah.
All right. And that is the nicest underboard or laptop internal I've ever seen. It's very, very well made. And Framework actually outsourced some of the work this time. They didn't do all of it themselves this time. Cooler Master made the cooler for this thing. Also, you might notice the fans are part of the expansion module. So this interposer is actually accessible to, I don't know if you can oh, you can just do that. So you remove these. Don't lose this. So this right here is actually just PCIe. And I remember like when it came out, everyone's like, Framework remade MXM, just big deal. Yeah, big fucking deal. They remade MXM because it's a broke-ass standard that didn't work. And, of course, this is open source, so... Yeah, it's basically the new MXM. I don't remember where, though. Oh, right here. So, yeah, you pop that back in, and now this... slots out, and you've got the full RX 7700S for this laptop right here.
That's sick.
It is a masterclass of engineering. It is so, and as you can see, my wonderful pets already are living inside of this computer. So most laptops, when they get like filled with debris like that, that's the end of the laptop.
Yeah.
With this, you just go, you just clean it out. Some of the RAM for the graphics card has its own heatsink that's dedicated to the heat pipes. It is so well built. It's very future-proofed. You can see why it's so expensive up front, because they put all this effort into making it a good thing from the start. Literally every tech company. Oh yeah, this thing uses DDR5 RAM too. I thought that was nice to mention. A lot of people are like, why didn't they use like DDR4? Why would they? Yeah, there's the hard drive, so if I go ahead and remove that too. This is the only screw that I've encountered so far that like comes out. I know there's more, like you can see, but if you see here, they're color-coded. So the same ones are color-coded.
Okay.
So there you go, and that's how you remove it. And look, it's got a second slot right there. So you can go ahead, if you have, it's a small one though, so yes, Framework does think size matters. The speakers. Now, are they bad? Yes. Is there a reason why they're bad? Also, yes. Is it acceptable? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I feel like it would have been nice because I already know that it can handle the little like spreader design that, or the pogo pin design that they have. I would have liked if they were to make speakers that slot in like this. But then I thought for more than 2 seconds. This is thin as and it only gets a tiny bit thicker.
How much RAM did you get?
32 gigs.
Still have an extra slot.
Oh yeah, I got the 1 stick.
Oh, okay.
Now, true capital M gamers would look at this and think, but you're leaving performance on the table. No, it's actually for when I'm doing engineering stuff and I need absolute gargantuan amount of RAM just to like simulate a trucker breathing. I don't know. Some people might even think, oh, you know, like if you're rendering with your graphics card, it should just use the VRAM when you're rendering. Well, Autodesk, in their infinite wisdom, decided that they won't support plebeian grade AMD graphics cards, as in anything but like their pro versions. So literally like the only computer that's like readily accessible that everyone has that supports AMD graphics card rendering on Maya is the Mac Pro 2019.
The one that they released a few months before the first M1 computer?
Exactly. Like, I don't know what their game plan was when doing that. I know the reason, and it might change soon, but it's because of CUDA. NVIDIA's CUDA, like, is what keeps it from being accessible to everyone else. But Autodesk is literally like a Fortune 500 company. You're telling me they can't figure out something? Yeah, that's the entire inside of the laptop. So if you don't have anything installed and you go to turn it on, it'll turn on. It has a custom screen that shows up with a QR code that takes you directly to their website and how to install them. Oh, it also tells you your battery state, but you can also take off the bezel, you know, no biggie. And it's got physical hardware switches for everything, which is very nice. Can we normalize that? I know Lenovo was super big on it. Also, oh yeah, when you snap stuff on, it immediately recognizes. So I'm gonna go ahead and snap on a like little lavender pad, and it immediately updates. It's extremely quick. Every single framework says made with love by the framework team, and every single one of their names is listed on the inside of the laptop. No kidding, made with love. Genuinely, this is very much a passion project turned business. And you know, same with Apple, but like, oh right, I locked these. Apple wasn't built with the same level of transparency, and you know, never fanboy for a company. Fanboy for one specific product. I'm a Framework 16 lover. I've never used the Framework 13, so I can't say of its quality, but I've heard it's good. I'm a fanboy for what I have in my hands right here, which is, I think, fair, right? Alright, let's do some stupid shit.
Here are the specs. The funny machine.
I forgot I renamed it to the funny machine. I should test the speakers with Crab Rave. What's not
a copyrighted song that you can play? Sweden, C418. You can
I
play
think
that.
Pumpin' Jumpin' by, or this guy makes a lot of video game music, we could do that. It's like, it lacks bass and staging.
It's kind of tinny.
Yeah, it is. So they did get rid of the headphone jack on this model, but they made it an expansion card that you can just slot in. So I would say that's actually kind of better.
Yeah, I mean, who cares if it's not built in, you can just slot it in.
Yeah, and like believe it or not, there are some sick f***s who don't want a headphone jack. It's a similar spec to the MacBook Pro one. I've tested it with headphones, and it has a higher impedance than a normal headphone jack. It sounds really good.
Do you have the headphone jack?
I do have the headphone jack slot.
Oh, you do? It's actually inserted.
Yeah, and I use it with my editing headphones all the time. They sound great. Like, I wasn't expecting MacBook Pro, but I also wasn't expecting iBook. What's like a Blender, like, render test?
Kind of like a benchmark?
Yeah. I guess I could just start with, like, Yuzu, because most people want gaming performance, right, gamer? Let's turn it up.
Whoa, 3K?
What is this screen, like 2.8K? 16, yeah, because, yeah, like 1600p. Whoa. Okay, so that's just an image that's being, oops.
Being upscaled.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the frame rate. That's not looking too good.
Let's turn up best performance. Yeah, I don't think it could do this. Actually, wait, is it using the graphics card? Because remember, it didn't show up in Task Manager. Oh no, it is. It's just at 100.
Oh, now it's there.
Alright, I'm gonna change the resolution just one more time. I'm gonna turn it back down. So the gaming performance at this resolution, when I would play on my campus, it's pretty good. Thing is that it uses a lot of battery. So, yeah, Neo Bowser City has a lot of effects. I'll do that one. Oh no! No, what's going on? Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is so bad. What? Why is it doing this? I'm gonna reset Yuzu, because it's not... Shocker, it's not supposed to look like this. What's a software I could use? Ah, Forza. Forza has a benchmark.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I can't tell what graphics quality that is. Based off the FPS, that probably is ultra, with ray tracing enabled.
It's running really smoothly.
Yeah, it is. No, Forza's like genuinely a really consistent game. Like, it's very, very well made.
Well optimized too.
Yeah, it really is. Alright, so FPS average under CPU simulation was 130 FPS average with a 108 minimum, with a 155 maximum. CPU render 90, minimum 69, maximum being 107, and the GPU being 38. FPS minimum is 32, and the max is 45, with a solid average of 36 FPS. Oh, suggested preset low, current setting preset was extreme.
Oh.
Everything on ultra, ray tracing quality was set to high. That's probably why it's at 36.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change... Only thing I'm gonna change is ray tracing. Ray tracing's gonna be off. Alright, ray tracing off. Let's see what the performance difference is. I can already tell it's way stronger. Ray tracing off, you can get a bit more FPS. Is it the same benchmark? That can't be the same with ray tracing off. Radeon 7700S, that's... you can't cut it off in the middle. But there's no way it's only getting like an average of 5 FPS more. Ray tracing was off. That's interesting, it barely made a dent. At all. Like, I think before it was 36. Please avoid performing other tasks. Well, we are doing OBS, but like, that's about it. and it's using the 7700S like we saw. It used 13 gigs of RAM. How the hell did it use 8.3 gigs of VRAM out of 7.19? First of all, it's an 8 gig card, so 7.19 is inaccurate, but also it's an 8 gig card, so 8.28 is inaccurate. It's also a, like, lower resolution. That's interesting that it did that. Well, it's a laptop.
It's a laptop.
That's crazy, it's a laptop.
Video ends there.
Yeah,
Nano. So a couple videos ago, I unboxed this iPod Nano, and it was actually a really cool experience because this thing was loaded with music, and I even put my own tunes on here without erasing the others. So I have a perfectly working 3rd gen iPod Nano right here. But I've been binge watching a lot of dank pods again recently, and I kind of realized I haven't really done much repair stuff recently. I mean, the old name of this channel was called Feline Fixes, but I didn't really fix anything, I just kind of talked about stuff. Well, I think today is the day we actually open up something. Yeah, this iPod Touch 2nd generation is absolutely cracked because I tried to open it before, but it's cooked, man. You see that? The battery is expanded. It's cooked. It's not turning on again. Let's just get into it. Give me that iFixit guide. Bring out the dollar store repair kit. We have our little tool. You can see it's kind of already like bulged a little bit because the battery is expanded. See that? Let's not use plastic. Let's use metal. Oh. Oh. Let's not use metal. Nah, it's cooked. It's fine. Oh god, that's actually really sharp. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Get in there. Gosh. Do I have to use the metal tool? Well, I really shouldn't, but I mean, I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing. Ooh. Ugh. This sucked, man. At this point, I might as well just shatter the entire screen getting into it. I mean, I'm kind of already doing that already. There's a bunch of cracks on it, but, you know. I'm using metal tools. It's not safe. Don't do this, but oh well. Oh, these are actually deep cracks. These cracks right here, you can't even feel them. You can feel these ones. Well, at least the top one. Would it even be much of a loss if I just, like, dug in the entire thing? This is super unsafe. This is this is actually so unsafe. Oh god. It's a new day, okay? I decided to take a break from this. I couldn't do it anymore. Let's dig in. Getting the toolkit again because I don't know what to use for this. Oh, it's another one of these things, except it's less messed up. I feel like we might have been making progress. Let me in, this idiot. Yes. This is such a hateful thing. I feel like the metal one was easier to do this with. This plastic tool sucks. Screw it. I'm gonna use whatever this is. Let me in. Oh, this one's actually working. The cracks are what's really making this really difficult. God. No. No! It chipped off! F***. I hate these plastic pieces of crap, dude. The tool of separation for the capacitive screen with glass. Yeah, well, you don't do a good job of doing that now, do you? Do I have any more plastic pieces of crap? I have a guitar pick looking thing. I could probably try to use this. This is stupid. Back to metal. Give it up. There we go. Some progress. We got this side kinda worked on. Let me in. Yes.
Oh, I'm killing it. Whoa. This is not healthy for it at all. Now I need this. Piece down here. This corner piece. Taking this apart sucks. Oh, this is making all you repair people so upset. Unless that's a good sound. Yes. Yes, we're winning. Oh, I disconnected it. Okay. We're in the money shot now. Oh god. Give me the small blue one. I think that's what this one is, yes. This screwdriver sucks, actually. I'm taking out the iFixit kit. Oh my gosh, has this thing been water damaged? What's happened to this thing? It's all like corroded and shit. Okay, now its screw is stuck in there. It's stuck. Oh my gosh, I actually got it out. Is this even worth it? I should probably put on gloves, actually. Oh look, I have gloves now. It matches the black of the thingy. Oh, it's so corroded. Oh god, it's actually so corroded. Okay, I got the top one out. These gloves are not doing me any favor, honestly. Oh, there's another screw? There is. Gotcha. Let me in. Oh. Oh, I'm messing up components. Oh, I didn't undo the clip. I just broke the clip. Okay. Well, this is not going back together. How big is the battery? I got it out. Yes. Look at this pillow. Ah, there we go. Look at this hollow shell. I don't know how to get this off. Because the adhesive is still super strong. Alright, well, I have an idea. What if I just plug it in straight away? If it even boots without a battery, now we can put the display back where it goes. There's no more battery power. It's not gonna do anything. Bottoms up. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's great. I'm surprised this actually turned on. Look at the damage that this thing has. Oh my. I'm calling that a win. I'm calling that a win. To the pile with all of you. Do I dare try to put this back together? I'm surprised this screen isn't completely destroyed after all of that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I put the display back. I tried to put the digitizer back. I connected it up, you know? I put the connector. It was attached to the actual digitizer, but now, because the other camera that I was using, the iPhone XR, the battery died, and I was like, oh, well, it got cut off on a part where I was bending the little clip on the bottom. That's fine, I could just go back from there. I plug in the phone, I prop it back up, the charger gets tugged, it falls off, and it snaps the connector for the digitizer. I mean, it's not like it really matters, but it's still pretty annoying, you know? Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more crap like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So in the last video, I took apart this second generation iPod Touch. It is it's still in pieces. Like, I haven't done anything else to it. The battery's still poking out like that. Yeah, it's all still a mess. But today, we're gonna be doing something a little similar to what I used to do on this channel. I would test iPhone motherboards to see which ones were locked, and if they were locked, I would do something special to unlock them and restore them again. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
we have this 100% working iPhone 5C. We're gonna be putting some other logic boards in them, and we're gonna see if it needs restoring, and if it does, we're gonna try to see if we can successfully restore it, and if we can't, then oh well, at least we tried, you know? So what we have to do first is shut down the 5C. Bam. We take our tool. Boom. Easy. You know, this is what I'm used to. Not iPod Touches, but iPhones. Or at least the 5C anyways. Boop, 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 and boop. Let's take out that SIM card before we damage the working motherboard. Boom. Working one. We put it here so that we know where it is. Alright, let's try this one. This one I have a little bit of hope for. Alright, everything seems to be connected. Let's put our screen on. Okay, cool. We have life. Oh, this is the iOS 7 motherboard. Okay. So this motherboard fully works. It's on iOS 7.1.2, I believe. Yeah, 7.1.2. iOS 7 motherboard. Very cool. Actually, very, very awesome. It's actually really cool that I have a 5C motherboard on iOS 7. I should actually mark this. I should mark this motherboard. I do have a Sharpie. Alright. That one works. This one fully works. iOS 7.1.2. Okay, it's off. Now we can take it off. We're off to an actually really good start. This is actually a really good start. Good. Really good. Hang on, let me just label this real quick. Just so I'm aware which motherboard this is. Oh, it smells like Sharpie now. Alright, next motherboard. Connect it all up. This one looks a little bent. It looks kind of sketch, but we'll try it. We'll try. Alright, will it boot? Yes, it will. Oh, there we go. Oh, this one works. Okay, this one completely works too. Wow, okay. This is a really, really good batch. I want to say, what iOS version is this? 9.2.1. Okay. Just the home button. The home button doesn't work. Unless this is just the motherboard that's doing this. It's not doing the do with the motherboard, or the home button, I should say. Time to shut it down. We might have 3 good motherboards if, oh, you know what? It's probably the dock connector. That's probably what it is. Alright, next motherboard. Alright, so now we gotta write on this one. 9.2.1 into the pile. Last motherboard. Alright, oh, those are connected. Now we put our screen on and let's test it. Alright, we're gonna test the home button. If it does go to a home screen, we're gonna try the home button. Okay, this is the iCloud logged iOS 10 one, I can already tell. Alright, English, United States. Does the home button work? Yes, it does. Alright, so that it was just that motherboard. Alright, well, this one is the iCloud locked one. Alright, phone ran out of space. That's fine. I don't know what that is. I labeled the... Hello? Weird. Okay. I was gonna say I labeled the working motherboard, the first one that was in the beginning of the video, so that's now labeled. We're gonna put that over here. Now it turned back on. That's weird. I don't know why. Yeah, you're at 74%. Why are you dying like that? It's not detecting my Wi-Fi network, so that's really odd. I don't know any iOS 10 bypass tools, so yeah, we're just gonna have to leave that at that. And with that, I think I'm gonna end this video here. So if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more, leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, Let me know if you want me to do 2 more of these motherboards, because I know these 2, I'm pretty sure, are not activation, but like they can't be activated because they're on like iOS 8 or something, and they're just like locked, or iOS 9. So let me know if you want me to try to restore them to iOS 10 or something to help activate them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I've thought of an idea. What if I try to put Linux on this 2006 MacBook? Plug it in and turn it on. The MacBook is running 10.7 Lion. Now, OS 10.7 is very much outdated, and it's not getting any kind of app support at all. Which is why I want to take this old machine and put some new life into it by installing Ubuntu Linux. So without further ado, let's shut it down, close it up, go to the big screen. We're gonna download this, and there it is up here. I'll come back when it's done. While we wait for that, we're actually gonna put the drive that we're installing Linux in inside the MacBook. Turn over the MacBook, pull the drive out, put the new drive in. There we go. Flip it over. And now we wait for the Ubuntu install to finish downloading, and then we're going to put it on the flash drive and then install it on the MacBook. The installer has finished, so now we're going to go to this program called FelineTechie. It's basically a program that creates a bootable USB. So we're going to flash from file, select that, select target. Yep, the flash drive that's inserted. Flash. Yep. And now we let it do its thing. Alright, it's completed. So now we're gonna put it in the MacBook. Open this up, click power, hold down option. The white screen with the mouse pointer, that's what we want to see. Now we take the flash drive and put it in the MacBook. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, I don't think I did this right. So I had to look up what version of Linux actually supported my year of MacBook, which is 2006. Someone said that Linux Mint LMDE edition would work better on older devices, and it has 32-bit processor support. So I'm downloading this, we're gonna see how well it works, and if this doesn't work, then I don't know what to do. I probably will just give up. It's been like an hour, I wanna say. Let's try this again. Flash from file. Give me that one. Give me this, plug in the USB stick, this, select, flash, yes. Alright, now this flash is complete. Now we're gonna exit this, we're gonna eject the drive, go back to the MacBook, open it up, turn it on, hold down option, see the mouse cursor, insert the USB, yes! Yes. Yes. We are booting into Linux Mint. Wow, look at this. This is actually working. That's crazy. Alright, we're making progress. Whoa, arrow. Whoa. We're gonna go ahead and install Linux Mint. There we go. Let's go. English United States. Yes. Next. America. No. No, not New York. Los Angeles. Yes. 24-hour time. Love it. Yes, US keyboard layout. Your name. Oh crap. Enzo. Pick a username. Yeah, that's fine. My computer's name. The Goober Machine. Yes. Let's not require a password. Let's just log in automatically. Can I not have spaces? I probably can't have spaces. There we go. Okay, I have to have a password. Fine, I'll just use spacebar like I always do. If I don't want a password. Disk. Toshiba, yes, the 160 gigabyte drive. Yes, delete all the data. There's literally nothing on here. This was a Windows 7 starter disk, but I erased it, and now there's nothing on here. And now we're installing Linux Mint onto this MacBook. Installation finished. Alright. That only took like 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Do you want to restart your computer to use the new system? Yes! Yes, I do. The system will reboot now. Alright. Very good. Very good start. Welcome to Linux Mint, your new operating system. We'll guide you through your first steps, how to find help and where to get information about Linux Mint. We don't need a tour, but we will do something else. We will connect to the internet. I think this is the internet? Yes, it is. Are we on the internet? Connecting to the wireless network. Alright. It's taking a while. Connection failed. Okay, we're having problems now. Oh boy, we're starting issues. Connection failed again. Alright, disconnect. Oh, something's not going right here. Let's turn this off. Turn this back on. Did I not type it correctly? Is that what's going on? Okay, we're trying this again. It's trying. It's definitely trying. Alright. Well, I think internet is not gonna be working on this machine. Which sucks, but I guess that's just how it's gonna go. Oh well, we tried. We got Linux on here. Is there stuff I can do on here? Is there like, games or anything? Is it like Windows? All applications, let's see. Oh, whoa. Lag. A lot of lag. Okay, please stop showing me that. All applications. Wow, that's laggy. Okay. Writer. Is that like, Microsoft Word or something? Is that Linux's version of Microsoft Word? Oh, wow. If we can type the word goober, that's all that matters to me. Did you know? I did not know. Please do not tell me anything ever again. If we can type a goober, there we go. I thank you all for watching this video. This video kind of ended so abruptly because I can't get the internet working. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hello everyone. So yes, you heard the title correctly. I will edit your videos. If you're starting off a YouTube channel and you just have no way of editing, I will do the editing work for you. I don't really have that big of an editing style. All I really know how to do is simple cuts, add some text, add some pictures on there, maybe some transitions. That's all I really know how to do. Unfortunately, this work isn't gonna be free because I need the money. I'm growing up, I'm not a teenager anymore, I have responsibilities and things to take care of and pay, so I'm gonna have to get support for that. I don't have a full-time job yet, or even a part-time, so I'm doing this as a way to just get by for a little bit. This isn't gonna be like a full-time thing. I'm just gonna do little projects here and there for those people that want me to edit for them. If you want to know how to reach out to me to edit, I created a YT Jobs profile. You can click the Hire Me button on there, and it'll tell you, hey, I would like help with this kind of video. These are all the video styles that I'm very familiar with, so these will be a pretty easy job to edit for me. The main program I use is Final Cut Pro. I edited a long gameplay video of Lethal Company from my friend. This was an hour-long recording cut down to 26 minutes and 9 seconds. I don't know how to set prices though, because I don't really feel that my editing style is that good to make much money off of, because it's kind of simple. But maybe simple is what people like, and maybe people want more simplicity and less Mr. Beast weird effects and fast-paced stuff, you know? So let me know if you want me to edit a video for you, and I shall surely try my best to get it done. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say for this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this that I actually make,
Make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. There are different types of cameras in the world. There's DSLRs, point and shoots, camcorders, and big cinema cameras. So we're gonna compare a Canon G7X Mark I to a 2015 Sony CX405. As you can see, this camera is absolutely wrecked because I've had this since 2015. And the G7X looks pretty good, except for the screen has some marks on it, but that's about it. Pop the SD card in the G7X. I have a 256GB SD card because this camera can record 1080-60. And we're going to pop a 32GB micro SD card into this guy. 3 hours, 1 minute. What's on here? Is this the right one?
It's been like over 8 months, over 8 years, 7, 8 months since I've used this thing.
Yep, this is the right card. I put the OG card back in this camera. Alright, let's go test in an outdoor scenario. I am recording on both the Sony CX405 and the Canon G7X. Both of these do have flip screens, so I can see myself in both cameras. Before I get started with any of the tests, I would like to say that it is currently 108 degrees outside. We are having a massive heat wave. And yes, I made sure that both cameras were fully charged. Alright guys, we are walking outdoors. I look like an idiot because I have 2 cameras. Let's say hello to the horses. I was covering up the microphone to the Canon. Well, I'll just use the microphone from the Sony. Let's say hello to the horses. Hi, Kit. How are you doing? You doing good? Yeah? Hello, Frankie. Hi, buddy. How are you doing? Good. Doing good? Alright. I don't want to record out here for too long because I do not want these cameras to overheat. The Sony has already lost some battery life. Oh, it is a very windy day today. Okay, I also wanted to get some inside shots, so we're in my kitchen right now. It's pretty well lit. There's lights all around the ceiling. Let's move around. I'm moving my arms. I don't know how that's looking because the screens are tiny. Now I'm in a less lit place. I hope the video quality is actually showing a difference because the screen that's on the Canon is behind the TV and I can't actually see it because the cameras are on a soundbar because I only have 1 tripod. Alright. As for sound quality, I've also been testing both cameras' microphones, so you could also hear the difference. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. I'm pretty sure that this room alone is enough to show the difference between the Canon and the Sony. It probably looks really grainy for the Sony. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at it in editing. But yeah, that's all I have for this room. This is a kind of well-lit, kind of not well-lit area. This is literally just my house. It's just my house. Yep, this is my house. The only real light that's going on my face right now is there's a window right here. So it's displaying light onto me. There's also a light I can turn on in front of me. Ah, there we go. I'm not sure if that made a real difference for the Canon, but for the Sony, I can see it made a huge difference. I'm actually lit up now, and you can actually fully see me. It also doesn't help that it's like 6 PM and the sun is setting, so that's making my face darker. And that was the video comparison between the Canon G7X and the Sony Handycam HDR CX405. I actually said the full name this time, so you can't get mad at me. One thing I don't like about this camera is that you have to manually close the lens cap. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hello everyone, today we're taking a trip down memory lane to visit one of Microsoft's most controversial operating systems, Windows 8. Released in 2012, this OS brought significant changes to the Windows ecosystem, and opinions were, to say the least, divided. In this video, I'll give you an honest review of Windows 8, touching on both the positive and negative aspects. I'll also briefly mention its successor, Windows 8.1, and how it addressed some of the criticisms. So buckle up as we dive into the world of Windows 8. Let's start with the setup process of Windows 8. If you were upgrading from Windows 7 or earlier versions, you were in for a surprise. The installation process itself was pretty smooth and relatively fast. With an updated graphical user interface that felt modern and sleek, you were greeted with a new setup wizard that was more visually appealing than its predecessors, making it somewhat easier for users to follow along. However, this was also the first time Microsoft pushed for a Microsoft account login during setup. While this also allowed for cloud syncing of settings and apps across devices, some users found it intrusive, especially those who preferred local accounts. Overall, the setup was polished, but for traditional users, the forced integration with Microsoft's ecosystem was a mixed bag. Once you completed the setup, you were dropped into the most significant change in Windows 8, the Start screen. Gone was the familiar Start menu. In its place was a full-screen, tile-based interface designed with touchscreens in mind. Each tile represented an app, some of which were live tiles that updated with real-time information like weather, emails, or social media updates. For those using a mouse and keyboard, this design was a bit jarring. Navigating the Start screen with the mouse required you to scroll horizontally using a bottom scroll bar, which felt unintuitive compared to the traditional vertical scrolling that most people were accustomed to. The Start screen felt disjointed, especially for desktop users who preferred a more classic interface. On the positive side, the Start screen was visually striking and worked well on touchscreen devices like tablets. If you had a touchscreen laptop or a hybrid device, this new interface made a lot more sense. But for those on desktops, it felt like a forced attempt to make everyone adopt the touch-first interface even when it wasn't necessary. One of the biggest controversies surrounding Windows 8 was the removal of the Start button from the taskbar. For years, users have grown accustomed to clicking the Start button to access their apps and settings. Its absence in Windows 8 led to widespread confusion and frustration. The Start button had been a fundamental part of the Windows experience since Windows 95, so removing it felt like Microsoft had taken away a trusted friend. The logic behind this was to push users towards the new Start screen, but it backfired for many who found the transition jarring. The lack of a Start button became symbolic of Microsoft's seeming disconnect with its core user base, particularly those using non-touchscreen devices. Despite its flaws, Windows 8 wasn't without merit. The OS was fast and fluid, offering improved performance over Windows 7, especially in boot times. It also introduced some innovative features like the Charms bar, which allowed quick access to settings, search, and device controls. For multitaskers, the Snap feature was a welcome addition, allowing you to run two apps side by side. Windows 8 laid the groundwork for a more unified ecosystem across devices. The integration with Microsoft services like OneDrive, Outlook, and the Windows Store made it easier for users to access their files and apps across different devices. This was a forward-thinking move considering how much we rely on cloud services today. For touch devices, the experience was mostly positive. The touch-friendly interface combined with gestures made navigation smoother and more intuitive compared to previous Windows versions. The OS truly shined on hybrid devices where you can switch between touch and desktop modes. The negatives of Windows 8 cannot be overlooked. The decision to prioritize touch functionality alienated many desktop users. The dual interface where you had traditional desktop mode alongside the new Start screen felt disjointed and led to a confusing user experience. The learning curve was steep for many, and the removal of the Start button not only raised the issue, additionally the Windows Store was still in its infancy, with a limited selection of apps, many of which were inferior to their desktop counterparts. The Charms bar, while innovative, was also faced criticism. It was often accidentally triggered, especially by users on laptops with touchpads. The reliance on gestures for navigation added to the frustration for those preferring a mouse and keyboard. In response to backlash, Microsoft released Windows 8.1 in 2013, which brought back the Start button on the taskbar. Not quite a start menu, but at least a familiar anchor point for users. While this didn't fully restore the classic Windows experience, it helped ease some of the frustration users felt with the original Windows 8. Windows 8.1 also introduced more customizations for the Start screen, better app snapping, and allows users to boot directly into the desktop, bypassing the Start screen entirely. These changes made the OS more palatable for traditional users while maintaining the innovation of Windows 8 for touch devices. In conclusion, Windows 8 was an ambitious release that aimed to bridge the gap between traditional PCs and the emerging world of touch-based devices. Unfortunately, its radical departure from the desktop environment left many users feeling alienated. The absence of the Start button, The unintuitive start screen navigation and the emphasis on touch-first design were significant missteps for the desktop users. However, it's important to acknowledge that Windows 8 introduced several forward-thinking features and laid the groundwork for several versions of Windows, including the more balanced Windows 8.1 and the eventual return to form with Windows 10. In hindsight, Windows 8 was a bold experiment that, while flawed, helped shape the evolution of Windows. Whether you loved or hated it, there's no denying that Windows 8 left a lasting impact on the world of computing. So you may have seen those videos where I downgraded those 32-bit iPhones, and if you haven't, then you probably should. Watch the video in the description if you have an older iPhone and you want to downgrade it. But there actually is a way you can downgrade the iPhone 5S. The only version you can really downgrade it to is iOS 10.3.3, and I heard it's not really the best performance, but if you don't really like the look of iOS 12 and how it operates, then this video is how you can downgrade it to iOS 10.
Okay, so before you go and downgrade your iPhone 5S, you're gonna wanna at least back it up first before you do so. Once you have your iPhone 5S backed up, we're gonna go to Legacy iOS Kit. We're gonna drag this in, do that. Alright, iPhone 5S. We have our restore downgrade, SHSH blobs, sideload IPA, app management, data management, other utilities, and exit. We're gonna do restore / downgrade, and there it is, iOS 10.3.3. So we're gonna type 1 and enter, and then we're gonna download the target IPSW if you don't already have it installed. Okay, now that that is finished, I'm going to go ahead and press 3 for Start Restore. Tune Restore option, yeah, sure. Send device to recovery mode, sure. Alright, it's going to recovery mode right now. There we go, alright. Alright, now we're gonna do the thing. Then we let go of the power button. There we go. Alright. Now we're gonna do iPointer 32. Okay. So, it seems the restore process is done. It's now doing the last bar, and then we can probably set it up without using the computer. And here we are on the setup screen for iOS 10. Yeah, there's no SIM card, whatever. Enter Wi-Fi password. Disable location services. And we'll set up Touch ID later. We'll just skip that for now. And we're not gonna add a passcode. Don't use Siri, don't share, and here we go. Boom, iOS 10.3.3. Well, that is how you downgrade your iPhone 5S from iOS 12 to iOS 10. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe subscribe if you're new. Let me know if this video helped you, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I have a question for you. What is so special about the Wii? The only thing I know about the Wii is that whenever I make a gutter ball, I have to make sure I don't scream and then throw my Wii remote on the floor. The Wii, the only console that doesn't have people scream, "I'm a gamer!" This was Nintendo's second attempt at making the GameCube work, as it was their least sold console at the time. That's basically what the Wii was. It was a GameCube with motion controls and full-size DVDs. It was advertised in a way that appealed to all audiences so that even your grandparents could enjoy it. The Wii launched in 2006 with a series of launch titles, and the one bundled in was Wii Sports, which was basically an introduction of how to use the motion controls of the brand new Wii Remote, or Wiimote. The game itself came with 5 individual sports to choose from: tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing. Tennis, you would move your hand around with the controller in a way where you would hit a tennis ball back to the opponent. Same thing with baseball, you would move your hand in a motion where you would swing a bat or throw a ball. Bowling, you would hold down the B button while raising your hand with a controller to roll a ball. You guys also remember when you could do this? Golf, you would basically hold the remote down like you were trying to take a piss, hold down the A button, and swing. This just looks wrong. It was stimulating you being in the game yourself. Boxing, on the other hand, had another requirement to play. You needed a controller attachment called the nunchuck to simulate a second hand so it would be more accurate. And before you ask, no, the remotes don't just work like magic. They have an IR sensor on the top, which has to connect to this sensor bar, and these sensor bars have a really thin cable, so don't be yanking it if it doesn't come out of your tangled cables. Though we introduced a character system called the Me channel that would let you make the character whatever you want. You can make yourself or whatever this is. The possibilities were endless with this little tool. Someone's brand is literally the Hamburger Me. The Me characters would be used in the games that you would play, again to simulate yourself being in them. It was quite cool seeing my Me in something like Wheel of Fortune. This console had a lot of stuff going for it. Many publishers thought the Wii was such a great console that they made games for it until 2020, with Shakedown Hawaii coming out on July 9th. Well, yes, the Wii was a huge success. There was also a time where, oh shit, I threw my Wii remote at a TV. Yeah, this could happen if you don't wear the wrist strap that literally every game tells you to wear. The only thing that would stop you from wearing it is either A, if you're lazy, B, if it broke, or C, if you have a counterfeit remote. Son of a bitch. Let's talk about the Wii accessories for a moment. First off, they released Wii Motion Plus, which was required to play the sequel to Wii Sports called Wii Sports Resort. Now, there are too many mini-games to list off, so I'm just gonna name a few. Swordplay was a simple game where you would wave around a glowing sword and try to knock off your opponent into the water. Cycling is a game where you have to shake both the Wii remote and the nunchuck up and down to gain speed, but make sure you don't do it too often or else you will lose energy. Archery is a really interesting one. You have to aim the Wii remote up while also pulling back with the nunchuck while holding the Z button and let go when you want to shoot the arrow. Now for the other accessories. The Wii Wheel. This was mainly used in racing games such as Mario Kart. I'm not sure if this actually helped in any sort of way, but it did take the shape of a wheel so you could actually turn. Next up, we have the Wii Zapper, which is basically the continuation of the NES Zapper that was used for one game. Then the Wii Zapper was also used for one game in Wii Play. Yeah, the Wii Zapper was mainly used for controlling shooter games. Speaking of the Wii Zapper, Call of Duty for the Wii! Yeah, there were a few releases that were good, and some that were really bad. It was mainly because of how the Wii Remote was made. It wasn't designed to be something to use for first-person shooters, but mainly just point-and-click game. For this, you're gonna need something called the Classic Controller. Now, I don't really know if anybody actually liked this design, but in my opinion, it does not look that good. Not to mention the triggers on the sides were actually very, very bad. Not only was it the controller's fault, but the console itself. It wasn't really as powerful as, say, the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 when running one of these games. If you're buying a console just to play shooter games, I recommend one of those instead. Now just one more question. Why was so much plastic shit released for this console? Not only that, but just a bunch of shovelware games that just came out of nowhere.
Now that's fast. You're all too sticky for me. Are we there yet?
That was the whole f***ing race? It was a one-lap race, with no items and just coins.
Yeah, shovelware is another thing that the Wii was infamous for. A lot of low-quality games with terrible controls were released into the market. Not all was bad with the Wii though, cause we had the Wii Shop channel. Yes, now you have the choice of either going to your local GameStop or downloading straight from your console. In conclusion, the Wii was actually a really good console. It was actually one of the most best-selling consoles as well. A lot of good stuff came out for it, and a lot of bad stuff came out for it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Today I'm going to be seeing how many Windows versions that this computer can handle. Here I have some Windows versions ranging from Windows XP to Windows 8.1. Yes, my handwriting is really bad, I apologize. And it wants me to activate Windows. I don't think I have a Windows product key, so we're just not going to bother with that. I think for this install, I might just install Windows 7 and Windows 8. If I can install Windows 8, that's the real question, is if I can. Let's open up the disk drive. And let's pop in Windows 7. And we're gonna press install now. If you're worried about me erasing stuff on this hard drive, I don't really care since nothing of importance was even on this hard drive. Oh. That's not a very good noise. What does that noise mean? Oh, there we go. Let's not update this system. I accept custom. This one. Yes. Yes. What? Windows setup is unable to locate a valid hard drive to store temporary installation files. Create more free space. Hang on a second. Let me do something off camera. Well, I guess I'll still be rolling, but, you know. I don't care if I'm a victim of software counterfeiting. This is literally a build of Windows Vista that I got from archive.org. I don't care about Windows Update. I don't care. How do I get free space? 3U tools is probably taking up a lot of space. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Firefox. Don't really need that. iTunes. Don't really need that either. What does that make it now? Oh, 14 gigs free. What if I delete everything in the recycle bin? I just deleted the recycle bin. How did I do that? You know what, it's fine. It's fine. I think it should be okay now. Might have deleted one of the most important things about the system, but it's fine. Let's not get any updates. Thank you for that. I accept. Next, custom. I think we should have enough space, right? Okay, we do. I will come back to you guys when I finished installing Windows 7 onto the computer. I'm not gonna bore you with that like I did on the installing Tiger on the MacBook. I'm not gonna bore you with that. So I'll just cut back when this is done installing. Alright, I think it's actually done setting up Windows 7. I have waited a while for this, and I'm actually surprised that it went through. The thing that I kind of question is the arrow theme still gonna be on the computer? Because on Windows Vista, it still had the arrow theme, but I'm not sure if Windows 7 is still gonna have it. Setup is checking video performance. Yeah, I think it's gonna try to see if it can run Arrow. I don't really have high hopes for it, but you know, we can hope for the best. Okay. Set up Windows. Yes, let's set up Windows right now. Name? Sure, we'll just put Enzo. Computer name. Yeah, that looks fine. We don't need a password, that's fine. We'll just use another product key later, I don't care. No, don't ask for updates. Yeah, that time is correct. The fans are not liking this. Please show the desktop. I want to see how bad this looks. Please, let me see it. This probably looks terrible for you because of all the pixels that it has to put on the camera. The fans are revving up just by trying to load the desktop. Oh, there we go. Windows desktop update. What does that mean? Why is the resolution so bad? Did it just delete the entire drivers? Okay, if it's doing terrible on Windows 7, imagine what Windows 8 is gonna be like. I kinda don't want to imagine what Windows 8 is gonna be like. Oh, there it is. Oh, we have recycle bin back. Is it fully charged? 90% available plugged in. The actual laptop is giving me a flashing battery icon. We don't need the Windows 7 CD anymore. Oh wow, this thing is warm. Okay, so we got Windows 7. Let's see if we can change the resolution really quick. Okay, so Arrow does not work anymore. Good to know. Don't know why, but it seemed to work on Vista. There we go. Yes, keep changes. Perfect. How much storage do we have left on this computer? 10 gigs. I think it is now time for Windows 8. Put it in the disk drive. And I think it is time we install Windows 8 on this laptop with half a gig of RAM. Oh boy, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so awesome. It has it. This video is gonna be hell to edit. That's gonna be the thing. Oh god, okay. Yes, absolutely. Windows 8, oh gosh. I can't imagine Windows 8 running on something like this. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Windows 7 I get. Windows 7 I can completely understand running on a laptop like this. But Windows 8, no. Seems like it's stuck at 96%. Is it gonna go past that, or is it just gonna stay there? I think it's realizing the hardware is way too old to run Windows 8. My camera stopped recording for some odd reason. I don't know why. Is there a certain limit to record? I don't really know. Okay, well, this is not working, so we're gonna close this. Here's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna shut down. I also noticed there was no sound. There's no sound coming out of it anymore. Here's what my plan is gonna be. What if we instead boot from the DVD that's inside of it? I have such wonderful ideas. It's trying to shut down. I know it is. But it can't handle all of this at the same time. How is this camera battery dying already? Can it really not handle being on for like more than, I guess it has been a long time actually. Alright, hang on a second. Okay, switch to my phone. I don't know how the audio quality is. Laptop is still trying to shut down. Not really sure when it actually is going to shut down. Please just turn off. Oh my goodness. This is taking way too long. Okay, you know what? New plan. That probably should have been what I did the first time. I don't know what the BIOS key is. Or like the boot menu. Let's find out. First boot menu, please. Okay, there we go. That. Okay, there we go. Yes! Yes! We're making progress! Oh my god, this is so cursed. To see that on this screen. Oh my gosh. Okay, the question is, will it actually boot? Because I have no idea. I saw someone run Windows 8 from... Oh, Jesus. I was gonna say, I've seen someone run Windows 8 from an XP tablet. Please hold down the power button. Okay, I just kind of pressed it. Okay. Should I try that again? Let's try that again. Let's try it from Windows 7 again. We loaded into the desktop. Now let's see if we can load that DVD. Okay, computer. I apologize for the flickering frame rate. I can't control that. I'm sorry. Okay, there it is. It's actually here. Yes, setup. Absolutely. Yes. All this to try to get Windows 8 on a vintage laptop. Oh my gosh, that looks so cursed. You guys should count how many times I've said cursed in this video. 92, 96. I think 96 is where it ends. Interesting. So 96 is where it calls it. And it does not want to go further with it. It's definitely trying. I can hear the disk drive working away. What if I tried a Windows 10 USB? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Windows 8 does not want to install on this ancient laptop. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, today I'm gonna be installing Windows versions onto this MacBook here. I have the same Windows CDs as the last video, but we're actually gonna be starting with Windows XP, so let's get it started. You'll need an authentic 32-bit Windows XP Home Edition. I don't know, this looks pretty legit to me. Into the disk drive. Yes, everything's working as it should. Setup is starting Windows. I think we can actually like choose options soon. And I was correct. I agree. Yeah, this one. Alright, computer will restart. Let's just restart it for it. We don't want to wait. Ah, and there it is. The wonderful Windows XP boot screen. Look at the size of that cursor. Wow. 39 minutes. It actually might take 39 minutes, so I'll come back when it's done. I think the installation is done and it's now restarting. Yippee! Will we get to hear the glorious Windows XP setup music? Because that would be amazing. Ooh. No! There's no music! No, not right now. Oh, I'm so disappointed. There's no freaking music. Yes, finish, please. Wow, look at that. And I have a snowflake as my profile picture. Let's go change the resolution to something that actually fits this computer. There we go. Okay, that looks fine. Now what we need to do is go to my computer. How do I right click? Alright. Oh geez. Oh, USB human interface device. Yes, the design is very human. Let's eject. We now install Windows Vista. We have the Vista CD with my awful handwriting, and we go into my computer. Oh, it started the installation for me. Alright, that's awesome. So it's doing the stuff for me. Hey guys, so I'm back, and instead of Windows Vista, I just installed Windows 7 because the Vista CD apparently was like corrupted or something. And 7 is just basically Vista, but without the stupid sidebar. Now, let's see if we can run Windows 8, or Windows 8.1 more specifically. You can't even see that. And put it in the disk drive. We're gonna go back into File Explorer and see if we can install Windows 8 again. Alright. It finished preparing. I need another product key. Shit. I forgot I had to do this. Yes, I agree. There's nothing on here, I'm pretty sure, so I guess nothing. There we go. Alright. I will let that do its thing, and I will come back in a little bit when it's maybe like 50% done, or 75%, or maybe almost completely done. So I'll come back then. It's now 50% complete. I just came back to check on you guys. Wow, it jumped from 68% to 75% complete. I think it's all shutting down now. Yep. And now we go to the Windows partition. Loading files. Oh boy. We might actually get somewhere. Oh, look at that Windows 8 logo. That is the lovely boot screen. Oh. 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 Next. Ooh. Yeah, the color's fine. PC name. Do I really have to do this again? There we go. Wow, guys. It's Windows 8. Let's look at that start menu. Wow. That does not look choppy at all. Okay, let's change the resolution. Screen resolution. I cannot change it. Okay. We have our Windows 10 USB here. Inserted into the side. And run setup. Yes. Yes, next. I'm just gonna use a Windows 7 product key because those automatically work. Alright, yes it does. Let's go ahead and put next. Yes, I accept. Yeah, sure. I'll actually just let it install all the way without boring you guys. resolution is still really stretched, so I'm gonna have to fix that in the settings. Oh, it kind of fixed itself. Choose privacy settings. Let's turn all these off. I think that's everything. Yeah. There we go. Oh, there's our desktop. Yes, this is great with 1 GB of RAM. I already activated Windows! Isn't that what I did to install Windows 10? We can't activate Windows on this because we can't connect. Hey guys, so today I have this package and they told me that I should have repair tools on standby as I open it. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Ooh. Ah. What? Alright, so they said I need to read the note first. Heyo, enclosed is a like new grade A ZTE nugget. The catch, you have to build it yourself. Good luck, you'll need it. Oh gosh, I have to build a nugget myself. Well, time to build the nugget. Oh, there's more layers, oh god. Oh gosh. Oh, the individual parts. I just need the motherboard. There we go. Okay. So now we have the main device itself. Oh my gosh. I'm putting it together. I'm building it. It's like a Lego set. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna... Okay, let's take out the back panel. Okay. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a fun experience. I've never done anything like this before. Give me the motherboard. Okay, so those connectors are there. I don't know if I should connect the battery yet. No, I shouldn't. I should not connect the battery yet. This is fun. I'm actually having a fun time doing this. How many screws are in here? Probably not many. Oh gosh. Oh, give me the camera, please give me the camera. Just give me anything. Oh my god, all the screws are attached to the camera. Oh my gosh. Okay, camera is in and secured. Cool. Connect. I forgot to connect that piece of the motherboard. Okay. Assuming this is for the volume buttons. Okay, that is for the volume buttons. I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, shit. Oh no. Oh, this is where I start messing up. Let's connect this front-facing camera. There we go. Okay. Let's screw in the motherboard. Oh, I wasn't supposed to... Oh, I wasn't supposed to screw it in yet. Human error made by me. Oh, I don't know where the speaker goes. That's not good. Wait. Oh, god damn it. It is a speaker, but it goes on the other side of the motherboard. It's fun until you realize your mistakes. I don't know which way the speaker is supposed to go, though. Okay, I need to unplug everything before I break something. Oh my gosh. It works. Wow, I did it. I built it. It is not 2017. What version of Android even is this? About phone. Android version 6. That's old. Now we screw it together. Oh, there we go. I just put together an entire phone. Let's go. Let's put the back on. Yeah! I did it. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new. Check out the eBay seller in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, today I have the Microsoft Surface Pro 4. Wow, it's a bright light. Today I'm going to be seeing if I can install Windows 11 on it. Windows 11 is not officially supported for this device, but I have a custom flash drive of Windows 11, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Plug in the USB drive on the side here. Open up the File Explorer, scroll down, go here, Setup, yes, yes. Let me use Windows 11 on this machine. Applicable notices and license terms, accept, of course. Well, I can't keep everything, so we might as well just install it and keep all of our important stuff. Do you think if I use the bathroom and come right back, it'll still be checking for updates? Let's find out. Alright, so it says, what needs your attention? Continuing with the installation will change your display language. To change it back, you'll need to reinstall the language pack. Continuing with the installation will remove some optional features. You may need to add them back in settings after the installation completes. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay. Oh boy, it's ready to install. Yes, install. Oh my gosh, I'm cursing my Surface with Windows 11. Oh my gosh, we're here! No, do not use my location, Microsoft. No, do not find my device. I will gladly risk losing it. No. No. Wow! It deleted my wallpaper! No! Do not add Microsoft Edge to my taskbar. Give me my wallpaper back. There we go. Alright, give me dark mode now. There we go. Give me my f***ing wallpaper back again. There we go. Alright. Now, we gotta connect back to the internet. Well, it deleted all my shit. I no longer have Discord or Firefox, so I gotta reinstall that. Why is it in 24-hour time format? Not United Kingdom. United States. Oh my f***ing god, do I actually have to reinstall a goddamn... Change it back, you'll need to reinstall the language pack. No, f*** off. No, don't allow. F*** you. No, oh my god, dude, shut up. Windows and your f***ing pop-ups, man. Of course the United States is the only one that's grayed out. English. United States. There we go. Turn this off. Task view off. Widgets off. Pen menu off. To the left. Now to download Firefox and Discord again. That's gonna be so much fun. Well, I guess I already had the installer for both Firefox and Discord, so that's great. Okay, well, I need to sign into everything again because Windows 11 signed me out of everything, I'm pretty sure. I was right. Alright, now that we're signed in to YouTube, We gotta sign into Discord now. I'm logging in with a QR code. I can't be bothered to do anything else right now. And there, I've installed Windows 11 on the Surface Pro 4. That's gonna be it for this video. If you haven't enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I actually didn't think I would get to this part in my YouTube career ever, but you guys have let me get to this point, and I want to thank you guys so much. I got into the YouTube Partner Program. Oh man, that message looks really nice. And because of my thanks of getting into the YouTube Partner Program, I want to set up a little system to where you guys can get videos early, as well as little sneak peeks of videos that are coming soon. You want to know the price? Only 5 doubloons a month. $5 is all you need to get videos early, as well as sneak peeks of future videos. Thank you guys for this milestone. You guys are actually insane for the support you guys are giving me this past year. My first video was uploaded less than a year ago, so I just really want to thank you guys for the support. I have a ton of video ideas that I want to get out, and for those of you that become a member, you guys get to see those earlier than the others, so that'll be a huge plus. And with that being said, I want to end this video here, so thank you guys for all your support. You guys are amazing. I might start showing members at the end of every video, so for those of you that become a member, you might get your name featured in the outro. And so with that, I thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new. Become a member today to get early access to videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Kitty! Hey guys, don't mind the furry shirt. Today I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a kind of a collection tour kind of thing, but also it's mainly just me being curious about how much crap I actually own. So without further ado, let's get started with it. We're going to start with laptops. This is a Dell Inspiron 5150 released in 2003, shipped with XP, but it runs Windows Vista. Why? I don't know, but it's a nice laptop. My grandfather gave it to me. Here is a MacBook from 2006. This has the original hard drive in it, and it's running OS X Lion with 4 GB of DDR2 RAM. Ooh, look how pretty. This used to be really freaking dirty like a few years ago, but I really did a deep clean and it looks beautiful now. So here is a 2010 MacBook Pro. I don't know what in the world is on it. I think I spilled something on it. This has a 250 GB hard drive, but I don't know what's on it because I tried to patch version of Sonoma on it, but it did not work, so I think it's just stuck not running anything. Here is my old daily driver, the early 2011 15-inch MacBook Pro. You can tell this used to be my old laptop. Heh. This does not run anything because the motherboard died on it a while ago, and also the battery expanded a few months ago, so yeah, that's fun. The only thing that's in here is the motherboard and the RAM. That's all that's in here. The hard drive and battery have both been taken out. And here is my current laptop, the early 2015 13-inch MacBook Pro. Ah, look, it's my face. This is my editing machine. This is how you're seeing the video right now. Alright, now let's move to desktops. Here's an iMac G4 just sitting in my closet, and yes, it does work. Here's a 2010 iMac I had to use while my 2015 MacBook was dead. This edited a few videos, and then I got my replacement SSD for my MacBook, and I've been editing back on my MacBook ever since. Back to the closet is my old Lenovo PC. This is my PC from 2022 to 2023. It served me quite well, actually. It was really reliable for me. And when I was editing videos, when my MacBook, yeah, I had a lot of MacBook problems. When my old MacBook was dying, I used that PC to edit some videos, and it was actually pretty good. Now here we have some other Lenovo PC. This is my current computer. I'm surprised it's running right now, but it is. This is my my main computer right now. As you can see, the cables for the power supply are jutting out in the front, and the SSD is just hanging there. So that's a fun thing to witness, you know? Alright, now that we've had the laptops and desktops out of the way, let's get to game consoles. Here we have a really dirty PlayStation 2. It works for the most part, however the disk drive is broken, so it might turn on, but what you would want to use the PS2 for, it doesn't work. So I bought this off of eBay a year ago. What's cool about this PS2 is that it's like one of the oldest ones. See that copyright 2000 on it? Here we have the Nintendo Wii. Now, I don't really use this console. I probably should, but I just kind of don't. The third-party controllers that I got this Wii with was pretty bad. Not to mention, the game that I got with the Wii didn't work on first boot. How about you just take a look? Okay, attempt number 2 of putting Wii Play in the disk drive. This is the only Wii game that I have. Yeah, so it didn't work right off the bat, so that makes this worthless. Alright, it's time for probably my favorite console that I own, the Xbox 360. This console is literally my childhood, and I played this for years and years. We got this for Christmas in 2012, and I've been playing it so much. Yeah, we still have the sticker that says do not move console with disk and tray. How big is the hard drive? I'm actually quite curious. 320 gigabytes. Yeah. And last but not least, for the consoles, we have the Xbox One. This console used to turn on, however the power brick got struck with a power outage and shorted it out. So now I can't turn this on unless I get a new power cord, which I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that actually. The Xbox One does have some childhood memories on it, but probably not as much because I got this in 2016 and it was mainly my dad's before he moved on to the Xbox One X, so it was kind of not really used by me much. I was still kind of using the 360 for a while, but when I got this and I started playing stuff like Roblox on it, you know, I had a blast. Alright, let's move on to iPods now. Alright, here we have the first generation iPod mini. It does sorta kinda work, however the hard drive's freaking out and the battery's crazy low. I think these models came with a 4GB micro drive. This used to have like 600 plus songs on it, but then it freaked out and just reset everything, so... Here is an iPod Video 5.5 Gen from 2006. This has an 80GB drive in it, and it has a few songs. It's mainly just stuff I used to listen to, meme music, stuff I used to put in videos. I think I do have a episode of Zoe 101. Yeah, I have an episode of Zoe 101 on here. Here is a product red iPod Nano 3rd generation. It is 8GB, product red, it's beautiful. It has a ton of music, as you can see right here, and a few photos on there that I just put on. This is a great little iPod that I picked up, and honestly, it is super cool. It's small, it's beautiful, it's reliable, and it's just great. Here is an iPod Touch 4th generation. The battery is completely dead, but it does work. It's an 8GB model, running iOS 6. I think this was some like hotel manager's iPod that I pulled out and I reset it because, you know, iOS 6 Apple ID doesn't have iCloud lock, so yeah, I just reset it. And last but not least is this iPod Touch 5th generation. This was my childhood iPod Touch. I've had this since 2012. I grew up using this. This was my everything for like 5 years straight until I got an iPhone SE. I used this up until June of 2017. When I first got into middle school, my parents were like, yeah, you probably need an actual phone at this point, so they gave me an iPhone SE. Now let's move on to iPhones. Here is a 16GB iPhone 3G. It's a bit cracked around, but it does turn on and it does work. Yeah, you can see I kind of updated it to iOS 4 because I kind of got tired of using iOS 3. And I kind of wanted to see how iOS 4 performed on the 3G again. I kind of forgot that pressing the home button twice on the 3G just opens the phone app and doesn't use any multitasking features. Here we have a 32GB iPhone 3GS. I forgot the battery died. This runs iOS 6.1.6 and it's one of the oldest iPhones that I own. I think it is the oldest iPhone that I own. In terms of how long I've had it is what I'm trying to say. I've had this device since December of 2014. This also used to be my grandfather's when he gave it to me. It does turn on, but the battery is also dead, like pretty much all these devices. Here is a 16GB CDMA iPhone 4. I don't think it's on right now. Yeah, no, it's not. This is an iPhone I've had since, well, March 13th, 2020. I got this when the lockdown started, which is very interesting because this iPhone 4 has been through a lot. I remember making a video about if I could make a video on the iPhone 4 and edit it on an old MacBook, so that was something fun I used to do. Here's an 8GB CDMA iPhone 4. This runs, I think, iOS 5.1.1 because I downgraded it to iOS 5.1.1. I don't know, I don't think it's even 5.1.1. I think it's 5.0.1. I forgot to mention this runs iOS 6 because I also downgraded this one too. Here's an 8GB iPhone 4S. Yes, it has a very cracked back. Pretty sure the battery is also dead. Yes, it is. It's dead to the point where the battery symbol just doesn't show up. This runs iOS 6.1.3, downgraded of course. Why do I downgrade all these things? Well, it's mainly because newer iOS runs like crap on these older devices, and it's nice to have something fresh. Here is a 32GB iPhone 4S. This runs iOS 6.1.3 as well. But I didn't downgrade this, I just never upgraded it in the first place. Oh yeah, there's no battery in here, I kind of forgot about that. This is a 32GB iPhone 5. This runs iOS 10.3.4. Never downgraded it. This was a collector's item that I got in 2021. And iOS 10 still supported stuff back in 2021, and that's why I thought it was a little useful device. But now iOS 10 shut down support for literally everything, so yay. Here is an iPhone 5 16GB silver on iOS 10.3.4. I tried to downgrade this back to iOS 8 because it was on iOS 8, but I couldn't figure it out, so it's stuck on iOS 10 now. Don't even get me started on iPhone 5Cs. Do not get me started on iPhone 5Cs. I mean literally, do not even get me started on iPhone 5Cs. Yes, I have every color of the iPhone 5C. Here's a 16GB iPhone 5S. This runs iOS 10.3.3 because I downgraded it. And I made a video about downgrading it, so if you haven't already seen that, you should go check it out. Anyways, this iPhone 5S I got from a friend off of Discord. I know, very safe. But it's a fully working iPhone 5S, and it's really nice, so I appreciate it. Here is a 32GB iPhone SE. Yes, I know I'm doing the SE and not the 6 and 6S first, but they're 4-inch phones, why the hell not? This was my old phone. This was the device I used from 2017 to 2019 before I got an iPhone XR. I recorded everything, I edited everything, and uploaded everything from my iPhone SE. Here is a 16GB iPhone SE I got from that iPhone 5C lot thing. The issue with this iPhone SE is that it's MDM locked on iOS 15, so I'm gonna have terrible luck trying to get that off. I had to switch cameras, the iPhone 6 was dying, but speaking of the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6. This is a 64GB iPhone 6 running iOS 12.5.7, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is actually my camera sometimes. The iPhone 6 is actually a pretty decent camera still, and I actually don't mind using it. Here's a 32GB iPhone 6S. It works. This used to be one of my furry friends, but he gave it to me because he has, I don't know what phone he has now, but I used this as a secondary phone to the iPhone XR that I used to have before I traded it in. And when I got the iPhone 8 Plus, I used that as a secondary phone sometimes. I put my mom's old rock form case on it to protect it because it was made for the iPhone 6S. Either that or the 6, I don't know. My mom used it anyway. Here's a 32GB iPhone 7. This was given to me in a lot of phones that I bought last year. It is currently dead. Yeah, they just kind of sit in my drawer. They don't really do anything except look pretty, so yeah, that's usually what I have these for. And if I want to take a look at them and like review them, talk about stuff about them, I would have them on standby, ready to review. Here's a 64GB gold iPhone 8. I think the battery died on this one just a bit ago. This completely works. It's a nice, solid iPhone. I really like this design. And I'm kind of glad it got ported over to the iPhone SE. It's so solid, and and I'm pretty sure it's pretty durable. I don't want to test it because this iPhone 8 is very valuable to the person that gave it to me, and they kind of want it back, so I'm gonna have to find a way to give this back to them. Now on to the Plus models. This is a 128GB iPhone 7 Plus. This was given to me also in that phone lot that I got last year. It works perfectly fine, except the battery's dead, so yeah, all these are dead. This was my first ever Plus phone. I've never had a Plus iPhone before, and this is my first experience with them. And it's actually really nice. It actually feels really nice in the hand. Here's a 256GB iPhone 8 Plus. This actually completely works. I use this as a camera sometimes. Yes, I switch cameras a lot. This person says I'm criminally underrated, which I appreciate it. I helped them save so much tech. Wow, that's actually really cool. Alright, I'm doing handheld mode for this one. This is an iPhone XR. This is what I recorded that last clip with. Yeah, it's a solid phone. It works pretty good. iOS 18 is kind of killing it though. I might make a video on how iOS 18 is kind of killing it, but that'll be for a later day. Other than that, it's a pretty solid device and pretty good camera. Alright, we're gonna start off part 2 with handheld consoles, so here is my Nintendo DSi. I got this system in December of 2009, and I used it a lot. Even after I got my 3DS, I still used this. It was a nice little console. I took it everywhere. Even my sister's swim practice, I would take this everywhere. Speaking of the 3DS, here's the 3DS. I got this sometime in 2012, I think. And this was the last Nintendo console I ever got. I'm gonna be honest, I never really had interest in the Nintendo Switch. That's why I never really asked for one. I think this is still on. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that blue light. And Nintendo batteries are insanely long lasting. You hear that theme? Yes. Oh yeah, it has the Zelda game I ported from my DSi to this thing. I used to play this Zelda game all the time when I was younger, but I could never figure out how to beat it, and I just now got to Vachi's place. This does have some childhood memories on here as well. Where's the sound thing? Oh, here it is. Let's play some annoying sounds.
Mic test on July 17th, 2022. I wonder how this sounds.
It sounds awful. Thank you, past me. And last but not least, we have my PlayStation Vita. I got this for my 12th birthday in 2017, and I don't use it anymore, and I'm kind of thinking of selling it. And the battery's been dead for a long time, so it doesn't even have the flashing red light to indicate that it is dying. Let's move on to watches. This is a first generation Apple Watch that my uncle gave to me. I'm surprised that's still even trying to turn on. It is in fact 11:27 a.m. I think my uncle has the Apple Watch Ultra now, so yeah, he really upgraded. And here's my Apple Watch Series 1. This is a watch I've been using since 2020. This used to belong to my other uncle. Yes, both of my uncles passed down technology to me because, well, I'm the tech person in the family, so yeah. I still use this watch from time to time. I still put it on, I still wear it. You might have seen me wear it in that video I made a few days ago, weeks ago, I don't know. Yeah, it still turns on. I just need to charge it. Now to Android phones. This is a ZTE phone that I built in another video. If you haven't checked that out, you totally should. I'm pretty sure this runs Android 6. Yeah, this runs Android 6.0.1. And I don't think it has enough battery to actually fully boot up, but we'll see. Oh wow, I guess it does. Oh, no it does not. Here's a Galaxy S5. I got this back in 2022 to review for a video. I actually kind of used it a little bit, but then, you know, I realized that this phone is kind of slow on its recent version of Android, and I don't really know any ways to make it faster. I don't know how to speed up the performance or make it smoother. I loved these old Android phones. It was so easy to just do that. Could take out the battery, swap it with a new one, even put an SD card in there. Well, at least you can put an SD card in this. This is a Galaxy S7. I'm pretty sure it's still on. Yeah, it is, but it's at 15%. Wow, the only Android phone's gonna stay on when I do stuff with it. Vulnerability detected. Samsung text-to-speech engine. Remind me later. This runs Android version 8, I'm pretty sure, either 7 or 8. Although it's not the smoothest experience, it's still actually not the worst. I actually wouldn't mind using this if I had nothing else to use. And last but not least, my favorite Android phone of my collection, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. This thing is so beautiful. It is so smooth on its latest version of Android, which is Android version 10. The design looks beautiful. It's also 512 gigabytes, which is like really good, and I don't think I even used like 10% of the storage, so that's really nice. I actually charge this up really often and use it because it's such a nice Android phone. If I had to choose a phone to switch to Android to, that would be this phone, because this phone is actually really good. Now let's move on to cameras. This is a Sony Handycam HDR CX405. Yeah, sounds like a mouthful, doesn't it? This is a neat little camera. I only used it for like my own little home movies. I didn't really use it for like YouTube stuff until I had to use it for when I was using my old Lenovo PC, and the only camera I could use was this because this has a USB output. And it even has a flip screen, so that's fun. Let's get a 2018 clip going.
Hey guys, so there's a stupid truck here. What are you doing?
Well, 13-year-old me did not care about appearance. I look awful. But yeah, it was a neat little camera. I've had this since 2015, but then in 2017, I mistakenly erased all the crap that was on it. So everything from 2015 to 2017 was just erased. So only clips from 2017 and onwards are on here. And here is my Canon G7X Mark I. This is a camera I've been using since 2021. It's a really good camera. It's actually what I used to record that first part of the last video. If you're wondering why the microphone was kind of in that first part of the video, then yeah, that's why I was using the Canon, because the microphone's up here. It also has a flip screen and it turns on. Wow, look at that. Ooh. I usually have a 256 gigabyte SD card in there. But it's currently in my laptop because I was using it. Alright, next we're doing tablets. Here is a Galaxy Tab 10.1 inch tablet that I have no idea if it works because I do not have a power cord for it. This was included in the box of all the other 5Cs, so yeah, this was a nice little addition. There was also another one that was like really dirty, and I didn't want two of the same tablet, so I just Here's a 64 gigabyte first gen iPad. The best part is I downgraded this to iOS 4.3.5 from iOS 5.1.1. And yes, it's even jailbroken. Can you believe this was mainly just an oversized iPod Touch back then? Look how thick and heavy it is. I got this in 2017 for Christmas, mainly because I kind of wanted to experience old iOS again. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much why I got this. And I don't know why I got 64 gigabytes, but yeah. Here we have this 32 gigabyte iPad 2 running iOS 8.4.1. I downgraded it from iOS 9.3.5 to 6.1.3, and then I upgraded from 6.1.3 to 8.4.1. Why? I don't know, I think iOS 8 actually runs pretty okay on these iPads. It's not terribly slow, but it's not super fast. It's kind of like in the middle. It's actually not too terrible. It's wanting to update. This is one of my uncle's old iPads. He gave it to me in a bag full of other devices that I'm gonna show in a little bit, and that I have shown. That first gen Apple Watch. Here's a 16 gigabyte iPad 2 on iOS 6.1.3. It looks in really nice condition. The only thing is that it's dirty down here. I need to clean it. It's kind of disgusting. Oh, I'm kind of rubbing it off actually. Other than that, it's actually in really nice condition. On iOS 6, it looks really good. This used to actually be my grandmother's iPad until they upgraded, I'm pretty sure, to something else. I don't know what they upgraded to, but this iPad just sits in my collection. It's something I would mess with, and I'm so glad I figured out how to downgrade stuff. That way I can put new life into these devices. Here's an iPad mini first generation. This was my uncle's old iPad as well. I don't know why he had both a mini and a full size. I actually can't say anything because I just showed everything I just had. I downgraded this to iOS 8 and then I upgraded it back to iOS 9 for some reason. I don't know why. But this is also 32 gigabytes. It looks really good. This was in a case for all of its life, but I took it out of the case because it looks beautiful. And last of the iPads, we have this iPad mini 4th generation. This runs iOS 15 and it's a 16 gigabytes, which is like the worst one to get. It has a pre-applied screen protector, if you guys can see that. It's in pretty good condition, like really good condition. The only downside is that it's 16 gigabytes. Other than that, it would have been a pretty solid device still today, but 16 gigabytes on iOS 15 sucks. And I think this is the last thing I'm gonna show off. The Oculus Quest 2. I've been using this quite a bit. I don't want to shine the light directly into the lenses, so let's not do that. I've had this for about 8 months now, and it's actually really fun to mess with. I'm making VR videos on my other channel, and it's been really funny. This is the 128 gigabyte model. I think that's the base model, but it's fine. It's actually really fun. I put this little axolotl sticker on it too. Hold it like hamburger. And here's just my box collection. I have 14 Pro, 11, 10S, 10R, 6S, SE, 4, and 3GS box. I have some other Apple boxes, some earbud case, AirPods box. I don't know what's behind there. I'll have to look again. Box for my headphones, box for the Oculus Quest, Apple Watch, another Apple Watch, and my computer's power supply. This is Office for Mac 2011. I want to see what these boxes are actually. Oh, this is an Apple TV box. This is the USB Super Drive box, and this is a Mac Mini box. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching the part 2 of my tech collection video. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, you probably should do that, because then you'll actually see how much crap I really own. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, become a channel member if you want to get access to videos early as well as sneak peeks to future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, my name is Enzo, and today we're going to be talking about the Xbox 360. Now, the Xbox 360 is actually a really important console to the gaming community. Why? Well, because there were a lot of changes that came with this console, and also a few negatives as well. In this video, we're going to be covering everything from good to bad with the Xbox 360, and also each revision of the Xbox 360. The console originally shipped in November of 2005, and when it came out, it was a big step from the original Xbox, bringing a new dashboard. In the later updates, it brought avatars, which is basically like Nintendo's Mii's, but Microsoft's version. They brought gamer scores, which basically means you could flex your useless points to the world if you really wanted to. I actually don't know what the gamer score was for, but I never had a high one in the first place, so I don't care. Okay, let's see what the gamer score was for. Oh, I guess there is a use. The Xbox 360 introduced parties, which is basically Discord for the Xbox 360, except way worse.
Really, you bullshit! I have been with this kid and he doesn't die!
2010 came this revision of the Xbox 360. It was announced at E3 2010 and was a pretty good step for the Xbox 360 because the slim model actually never had any of the red ring problems. Well, I wouldn't say never, it just wasn't common. Instead of the number of rings that would pop up on your old Xbox, this Xbox showed a red dot instead of rings. Either way, your console was bricked and you had to get a new one, or repair it.
It's amazing as all the people just start grabbing these big white boxes out of these trucks right here. They're rolling them down this conveyor belt, and well, pretty much all these people right here, this is what they've been waiting for. This is the greatest act of consumerism I've seen in my lifetime. All right, this is the man Who bought the first Xbox 360? Was this a transcendent moment for you?
Oh, yes.
Released in November 22nd, 2005, the Xbox 360 was a massive upgrade from the original Xbox released 4 years prior. It was a more rounded design, and it displayed how many controllers were connected to the console with each power light, and there was the dreaded red ring of death, but we'll talk about that later. As you can see, the graphics have improved from the last generation console. At first launch, it didn't ship with an HDMI port, but later in its life, it shipped with HDMI and AV. It wasn't until 2013 where HDMI was standard on the Xbox 360.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
The Xbox 360 is not a bad console. In fact, it was one of the most best-selling consoles of all time. It was the first of the 7th generation of consoles, with the Wii and PlayStation 3 coming a year after. But I do wish that Microsoft would have pushed it around the release of those two consoles so that things like this don't happen. You should always double check your product just in case something goes wrong, but Microsoft obviously didn't do that, they just wanted to get something out.
Oh my god.
I'm going to talk about what each ring means for the Xbox console. The green ring signifies how many controllers are connected to the console. One red ring means hardware failure. It could be something like disk drive. Actually, I was wrong. Those are not the components that give you that light. 2 rings means it's overheating and you should probably let it cool down for a while. 3 rings signify that your console is pretty much fucked. Excuse my language. 4 rings just means that you either have a damaged AV cable or it's just missing. Now, we are finally on the Xbox 360 Slim. July 2010 was a big month for Microsoft as they released the Xbox 360 Slim, which is a big upgrade from the original Xbox 360 because it brought a few new features. It brought built-in Wi-Fi. That is crazy. You could actually use the Xbox without having to buy one of these stupid Wi-Fi adapters so gone to the back. Why did they make that in the first place? The other thing is they made the Xbox 360 Connect. It actually became a big part of the Xbox branding because there are a lot of Connect games being made for the Xbox. Yeah, the Connect event was pretty okay. I mean, it was kind of boring. Whoa, what is this? Furry game on the Xbox? This game's obsolete.
We're gonna update the Xbox 360 console with a modern look and feel based on the Xbox One design.
What is this? It looks like someone crammed Xbox 360 hardware into an Xbox One shell. It didn't even add anything new from the Slim. If you're gonna get an Xbox, get either a Slim or the Xbox One. What purpose does this console have other than to look like an Xbox One? So I looked it up and it actually says that it was to push the sales of the Xbox One. But if you're trying to push the sales of the Xbox One, why not still sell the Slim model? Because the Slim model is older, whereas the Xbox One is brand new and it has new hardware and software. Hey guys, today I have a Windows 11 virtual machine on. I have never actually used Windows 11 before. This is gonna be my very first time actually using Windows 11, so this is gonna be quite interesting. Getting ready for a long time, that's for sure. Oh, is this actually working? It restarted. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Oh, here we are. Yeah, oh, look how laggy that is, oh god. Yes, United States. Yep, this is the, authentic Windows 11 experience. Something went wrong? Try again. Try again. Come on, really? Does it really take this long to install Windows 11? Oh, you mother... Just skip that, alright? Just fucking skip it. Checking for updates. You're gonna spend 20 minutes finding updates as well? Haha, almost there. Just finishing up this last step. Yeah, and you're gonna take like 2 hours trying to finish it. Name your device? Hell, yeah. Unlock your Microsoft experience? Do I have to use a fucking Microsoft account for this shit? Oh my god. Oh, please let me use an offline account, I swear to god. No. No. Next. I don't care. Create one. e621 at hotmail.com. Can I use that? Oh my god. Can I do this? Oh my god, I can. Okay. Create a password. You 123 balls. Alright, is that a good enough password for you? Good. Fucking 1906, alright? I don't care. I don't want to add security info. Why? I don't care. I don't care. Oh my god. Your name contains characters that are, oh my god. Now it's gonna load for another eternity. Create a pin? Just let me go to my goddamn desktop, bro. Oh my god. Okay, I don't provide a pin? No. Cancel. I don't care. Your account requires it? Oh my god damn. I'm making it 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care. There, I don't care. Your pin can't be in common. Fine. 80085. Haha, because it spells boobs. No, don't track anything about me. F you, Microsoft. I don't want to deal with your shit. Alright. Entertainment, I guess. I don't know. Skip. I don't care about that. Why are there so many damn steps just to set up Windows 11? It's a Windows version. It's supposed to be ready out of the box. Decline. Decline. Checking for update again? Oh my, are you finally booting? Oh my god. Hi. No way. Wow, look at this PlayStation 2 looking setup thing. Good thing is coming your way. Yeah, biggest joke of the century. Jesus Christ. Almost there. Wow. Oh my god. We made it to the desktop. The start menu does not want to load. Nothing wants to load, actually. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what is that? TikTok? WhatsApp? Instagram, too? It's supposed to be Windows, not f***ing, like, Android and shit. That's it. This. Yes, run it. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. There we go. There we go. Now it actually looks good. Yes, finish. Sure, whatever. A million years for this to restart. What the hell? Oh, I think it was, right? Okay. Oh boy, here is our desktop. And the start menu still refuses to load immediately. Let's go into settings, shall we? Oh my god, that looks awful. Oh my god, I have to activate Windows before I can... Windows dark. Yes. Well, at least it's dark now. Alright, that's it. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this. No, I can't do it. Give me a stable operating system, please. Alright, thank you. Look at that. So clean, so simple. Why do you need such, like, over-the-top crap to put in your operating system? Like, look how simple this is. Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I have all 4 of the classic 4.7-inch iPhones. We have the 6, the 6S, the 7, and the 8. We're gonna be comparing all these devices. We're gonna be putting them to the test. We're gonna be putting them head-to-head in a series of tests to see who does better on their latest version. The 6 runs iOS 12, the 6S and the iPhone 7 run iOS 15, and the iPhone 8 runs iOS 16. Yeah, it's a weird kind of combination of operating systems, but other than that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and power these on. Now, these phones all have pretty much the same layout. They're all copied from each other except for the 6, because the 6 is on iOS 12. Just to make sure that these phones do not have any apps open. Okay, they don't. Alright, we're gonna start with YouTube first. Okay, now that we have YouTube open, let's go ahead and watch a video. Okay, now let's play a video. Okay, it seems like they just play at the same time. Oh yeah, I forgot, they have picture-in-picture. Now let's do something like Safari. Now, we should do apple.com. All the websites have been loaded. Okay, now let's do like a social media app. Let's do Instagram. Let's now try Reddit. And I'm not signed in. Okay, I don't really know what to rate this because the 6 wasn't logged in. Oh, and I know what I can test. I can test Discord. The 6 looks a bit different. I think it's because the newest update requires iOS 15. Yeah, it's just a bit different. Okay, now let's load the App Store. Alright, now I kind of want to know, what is Siri's response time for these devices? What is the temperature in Los Angeles, California?
It's currently 63 degrees in Los Angeles, California.
Well, at least they all have the same temperature. Alright, let's do another Siri question. Let's do like a math equation. What is 50 times 24?
It's 1,200.
Okay, I mean that was pretty fast, you know? Ooh, let's do like a internet-based question. When did YouTube first launch?
It started February 14th, 2005.
Okay, that was actually really fast. So it seems like Siri has kind of been the same ever since iOS 12. Hasn't really improved it. There wasn't really any speed improvements. I would also like to point out the fact that I am older than YouTube. Only by a few days, but I'm still older than YouTube. Alright, I think that's enough for this video. I may do a part 2 of this if you guys want to see like camera comparisons, but I don't think that really should matter since I already used some of these iPhones as cameras anyway. You know, the iPhone 6 I use as a camera very often, and you can just kind of see the quality already. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, become a member if you want to get videos early, and I will see you guys in the next one. So I came out of my 3-week hiatus to tell you guys a little bit about a YouTuber named Sarah Grace. Now I haven't even looked it up yet, but I'm assuming there aren't many videos talking about her and how she has pretty much no knowledge of technology. As someone who has made mainly videos about Apple products and her making videos about buying lots of Apple products, it kind of pisses me off that she has basically no knowledge about how they work and what they do. I'm not going to be surprised if you don't know who Sarah Grace is, because she made a video called I Bought Every iPhone Generation. And in that video, she didn't actually buy all the iPhone generations at all. Considering the video was made 11 days ago, she didn't buy literally every iPhone generation. She forgot the iPhone 5S, she had bought an iPhone SE instead. She forgot the iPhone XR, and the rest of the iPhone SE series. The fact that when she announced like, hey, I'm pulling out the 5S, it literally had a post-it note that said iPhone SE on it. If you're gonna buy every iPhone, you should know the difference between the models that you're buying. Let me show you the difference between the iPhone 5S and the iPhone SE. This is an iPhone 5S. This is an iPhone SE. It's one thing to claim that you know what you're doing and that you're a popular tech channel, but if you have no idea what you're doing or saying and just spewing bullshit, it kind of sucks because the people that actually have knowledge in this kind of field are watching you spew bullshit about stuff that's not correct. Oh, and it becomes worse because here comes the I bought cheap iPhones off of an auction site. First of all, most of the lot was just parts and broken iPhones. However, the ones that were fully intact, you could have plugged them in and see if they worked, but you didn't.
This is like an iPhone 4. Just as I expected, it doesn't turn on.
I'm sorry, miss, but that phone is 13 to 14 years old. Of course, the battery isn't gonna hold a charge if it's been sitting in a box for a long time.
Look at this. I paid $2,000 for this baby iPhone that doesn't even turn on.
Have you tried doing this? Like this iPhone 13, for example. It wasn't powering on, and you were like, oh yeah, it's broken, it's not gonna turn on. It could have worked if you plugged it in, but you didn't.
This iPhone 12 actually looks really good. There's no scratches on it, so I'm assuming that this one is gonna work. Please work. Please, 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 please. I need this right now. It doesn't work.
Also, if you're buying a cheap iPhone that's like more modern than the iPhone 10.
This one just turned on. No! This one is locked. It's literally iCloud locked. What a scam. It would have been worth $200.
Yeah. It's gonna be activation locked and put as for parts. No sane person is gonna be putting an iPhone XS to 16 Pro for a cheap price if there's something not wrong with it. I will say one thing, Apple doubling down on stolen iPhones and using them to lock down the parts. It's gonna be quite a thing for repair people. Another type of video she likes to do is pawn shop videos, and then she likes to complain that those phones don't work. Like, yeah, they were at a pawn shop. Not every pawn shop makes sure that there's no account signed into an iPhone. There's also a lot of shady people that sell stolen phones to pawn shops.
So our $100 iPad finally turned on. It's time for the moment of truth. See if this thing works properly. We just got scammed. I mean, did we only pay $100 for this? Yeah. Did I still expect it to work? Kind of. Maybe I didn't get scammed. I'm just kind of stupid.
You bought it from a pawn shop. There's no guarantees that it's gonna be unlocked and ready to use. I'm sorry for yapping. I'm really sorry for yapping. But I just think that her videos are so obnoxious. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos, not like this, but me actually reviewing technology, give it a like, maybe subscribe if you're new, join and become a member, get early access to videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So it's been a while since I've done one of these desk kind of videos, so I just want to give you guys a little bit of a review on one phone that I think is a pretty important phone from Apple. This is the iPhone 4S. This was the last iPhone that was announced while Steve Jobs was still alive, unfortunately a day before he passed away. This iPhone was actually pretty important to Apple. Not only was it important because it was one of the last iPhones designed with Steve Jobs, but it was the first iPhone to come with Siri. What time is it in London, England? I think what it was really useful for was setting timers, reminders, and getting directions to places. The iPhone 4S was also a significant upgrade from the iPhone 4 in terms of not only speed, but also cameras. Showing off this 4S because this one actually has a good back, unlike the white one. The 4S was also a really major camera upgrade from 5 megapixels to 8 megapixels. The 4S was also the first iPhone to do 1080p recording. So let's do a recording, shall we? What's up guys, this is a recording on the iPhone 4S. Here's an iPhone 8 Plus recording this video. Gotta have that autofocus, yeah. Alright, here's an iPhone 4S again, and gotta get another iPhone here. This is an iPhone 4. One day I might make a video filmed on an iPhone 4S, but I'm not quite sure yet, so we'll see. Now, originally in 2011, this launched with 16, 32, and 64 gigs of storage. However, in 2013, when the 5S was announced, this was given an 8 gigabyte storage option. Now let's talk about the software side of things. So, the iPhone 3G only got up to iOS 4, the 3GS got iOS 6, the 4 got iOS 7, and this device got all the way up to iOS 9.3.6. That's 5 years of software updates, from iOS 5 to iOS 9. And iOS 9 sucks on this phone. It's not good. Every A5 device supported on iOS 9 has been suffering since it came out. In fact, the slowdowns actually started occurring in iOS 8. So yeah, this device is now painfully slow. However, there's still a way to downgrade this to iOS 6. I've done a video on it a few months ago. If you want to check it out, you totally should. The iPhone 4S was a pretty important phone to Apple. It was the last iPhone announced when Steve Jobs was still here. And it was the last iPhone with this form factor, the 3.5-inch screen, and also the last iPhone with a 30-pin connector. But just how slow is iOS 9? Well, let's find out. I have closed all the apps, so now we can go ahead and open some. Let's go ahead and open the App Store. Alright, now let's do the iTunes Store. Alright, let's close all the apps for this one. Now we're gonna shut it down, and I'm gonna just tell you how long it takes for it to power on iOS 9. I'm gonna compare it to iOS 6 boot up time. So without further ado, let's get started. Now you know how slow the iPhone 4S is turning on compared to iOS 6. And with that, that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new. Become a member today if you want to see early access to videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.